Good morning. Good
morning, everybody. Let's hear a little energy. Let's go. Woo! All right. There you go. Bringing the noise.
Absolutely. For those of you that aren't in our studio today, we have learned two things. Donnie and I do have a future career in Air Force, maybe flight attendant status of direction using our arms and the side door, but we do not have a dance future.
I speak for yourself. I was killing it. I don't know about you all.
Whatever.
No, I was not dancing very well, but
yeah.
Trying to get that energy
In fact, we had people yelling in the audience, "Don't quit your day job."
Yeah, that happened. But it's good to see everybody this morning.
Good morning.
Hopefully everybody's summer's off to a great start.
Guys, it is June.
Yeah. Don't do the next thing.
I won't. I'll wait till next month.
It's almost Christmas.
No, I didn't do it. I said I'd wait till next month.
No, but hopefully everybody's having school's ending for almost everybody here. I know.
Happy graduations.
For me, it was graduation season. Ava, my daughter, last week. So lots of fun going on. Hopefully everybody's summer's off to a good start. And we'll talk a lot about a lot of changes in our industry today.
Gosh,
we're going to hit on some of our bright changes, our contract changes, some apps, some classes, a lot of education we have coming up, because
all fabulous things.
You know, it's always great to drop this in the middle of summer when people are in and out as well. But we're going to try to give you a lot of opportunities to learn from each other and learn with each other to make sure we're all educated on the right page moving forward.
Absolutely.
With that, let's hop into everything. We've got a lot of really cool things going on last month. The first thing we always love to do is thank everybody that brought their listings to Cardinal Title Group. This means you're on the listing side and you either you encourage the buyer to bring that whole deal to Cardinal Title Group, which means a lot to us. So we'll start with Adam Shively, Alexandra Iamondi, Andrew Lax, Andy Hensley, Ann Marsh, Ann Thomas, Annette Greco 2 times, Anthony Folco, Arslan Jamil 4 times. Way to go, Arslan.
Nice job, guys.
4 listings. Arturo Salemi, Ashley Kopecki, Bassam Hamandi, Becca Larson, Ben Ashlock, Cece Webster in the house.
Nice job.
There you go.
Now, Cece's in the house, so Cece, you need to woot woot.
If you're here, we need to hear you.
Cece, you got to woot woot. Woot woot.
Caitlin Ellis, Camilla Tierney, Candace Astroff 3 times.
Job.
Way to go. Carlos Fuentes, Carolyn Young 3 times.
Nice job.
Casey Quicken,
Uncle Casey
6 times.
Nice job.
Kyung-Suk Lee, Christina Koch, Garcia. I was supposed to do columns. You can take this column. I just kept going. Sorry. Go ahead. Christina Pearson 2 times. Christine Song 2 times.
I was going.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, and then you said go ahead, and then you started talking again.
My bad.
Go ahead.
This is our first time together. Christopher Urick, Claudette Davis, Cynthia Chen, Dale Brandon, David Pearson, David Warfel, Dilyara Dominova, Elaine Molina.
4 times, Dilyara.
Oh, Dilyara, wow. Dilyara Dominova 4 times.
Nice
Great job. Elaine Molina, Elizabeth Klein 3 times.
Nice.
Great job. And Emily Blakely.
Erica Liao, Ernie Dill, Evgenia Andreeva, Flourish Adetoye, Gayatri Gunapati, Jeannie Wynn, Gregory Nazaire, Harmon Singh, Heather Rafe, Heather Heath, Ian McVeigh, Idlama Contreras Funes. I kicked a little Contreras. Aisha Leverett, Jay Yoon 2 times, Jajit Dillon, Jaime Magni, Janet Oriana, Janice Carnes, Jason Chepperdek, Jason Sanders, Javier Mena, Jay Rousey, Jennifer Dorn, Jennifer Egan, Jennifer Fang, Jennifer Gessner, Jess Miller, John Crow, John Carello, Josue Ruiz 2 times, Juan Estrada, Justin Collins, Camille Park, Kara Burnett 4 times. Nice job, Kara. Karen Shiro and Karen Wine. Thank you, guys.
Katie Mudd, Kelly Daniel, Kelly Snell, Carrie Ralston 2 times, Christine Jones, Christine Kozlowski, Lana Schinnerer, Larry and Laura Bean.
Woo! She's not here, so we have to do it.
Lauren Bruznik, Bruzonik.
Go ahead.
Lil Wayne, Lil Venable.
Every time.
One time I did that, and my dad was doing it.
Oh, my God, it was so funny.
I got the look of all
He
looks.
turned around, and it was like, and then I started laughing, which made it worse.
It
And
was
then
a
he
death
was
stare,
like,
and then Sarah started laughing. It was like the kids were playing.
And then both of us, like Danny was at both of us, just kind of stepped back a little bit. We were like,
Lil Wayne.
Wayne.
Lil Venable. Lindsey Jones, Lisa Barber. Now you can go.
Oh, Lydia Gregory, Marsha Payne, Maria Lightly. We have Mark Morris, Mary Crow, Mary Beth Lewandowski, Melinda Bell, Melissa Case, Melissa Westerland, Meredith Smith, Michael DeAngelis, and Michael Fagan.
Michael Howard, Michelle Gibson, Mija Mukic, Munir Delaware, Maya Grossman, Nadia Rusoli, Nancy Femright, formerly of the Donnie Sampson team.
Oh, her claim to fame.
Natalie and Kurt McCarter, Nick Welsh, Orlando Golson, Patrick Loftus, and Patty Blackwelder two times.
Nice job. Peggy Rimlin, Pino Bully Pongsanen, Rashid Walford, and then I mess up Walford. Rick Rupert. We have Rigoberto Ramirez. I'm going to start doing that in my Spanish accent.
You don't even go by Rigoberto, but I want you to do it every time.
But I want to do it every single time. Bob Beer. We have Robert Heather. We have Rolf Kratz 4 times. Rosa Lavagilio. Oh, I'm killing it today. Roxanne Southern 3 times. Saad Jamil once, so that's 5 for the Jamil brothers. And Saeem Kim.
Rosa also doubles as my chiropractor.
Does she?
It's a little known fact,
nice.
Yes. Sam Hardman in the house.
Sam Hardman.
Woo-woo! Sarah Mormon in the house.
Woo-woo! Yes.
Sean Jones. Shadia Mafara. Sherry Sparrow. Sophia Pellegrino. Suda Abshari. Stephanie Pierce. Stephen Winans. Sylvia Simmons. Tamara Myers-Moffitt. And Tammy Irby.
Tanvir Zafar. Tanya Tabursky. We have Tara Lowe. Ted Spinadle. Teresa Westerland. David Luckenbaugh. Tina Roach. Tom Griffith. Tonga Turner. Tracy Palmer, Tracy Romero, and Troy Spinagle. Thanks, guys.
And finishing up with Vita Howard, Vicky Thompson, Vicky Zik, Victoria Zhao, Yan Chen. There you go. Katie V's cheering for others now. Yan Chen, Zach Greger 2 times, and Zudi Tulu.
Welcome.
Thank you for everybody that brought all their listings to Cardinal Title
more
Group.
Coffee.
Awesome job.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very, very much. Without you, all things are not possible, so thank you very much.
All these things that we provide, all this great education, all the offices, all the stuff, it's from supporting Cardinal Title Group, so thank you so much for that support. We'll do all the closings at the end of our meeting for those that aren't familiar with our
Stephanie
format.
Brock.
Calling you out for rolling in. This is a huge number. This might be the biggest number we've ever had in a month, to be honest. 131 new agents have joined since
I'm proud of you, Duck. You did a good job.
Thank you. 131 new people have joined our family since last sales meeting, and that's just phenomenal. It's, she gave me some credit, but no, it's all you. All you guys are out there spreading the word about Samson, and not just spreading the word, but just living as such pros in the way you conduct your business.
Every day representing us in a great way.
So more and more people are like, you know what? Samson's a great place to go because I did an interaction with this Samson agent and this Samson agent and this Samson agent.
And they're top notch.
And I hear it every day because I talk to all these people. So Cece's breaking stuff over here. But
Cece lost her coffee.
So this 131 new agents that joined our family in last month is a combined effort from everybody. So thank you so much. I will start. So these are organized by previous company. But on the right there, you see the office they're joining. So
please reach out and make a friend.
Yeah, if you see people joining your office,
be a friend.
Reach out, be a friend to these new people. Welcome them to the Sam fam. Brianna Coleman from Century 21 New Millennium. Elliot Ema from Altruist Realty. From Bennett.
All I read was Elliot from Bowie. That's the only thing my brain went to.
Bennett Realty Solutions. We've got a few. We've got Kermit Oliver, Yai Fall, Tamora Gray, Mai Corey. From Berkshire Hathaway, we've got Theodora Calhoun and Brittany Butler. And then it looks like Tara Harris is also from Berkshire, from Bob and Rana from Berkshire Hathaway. And then Terry Canor from Brokers Realty Group.
Also from Brokers Realty, we have Robert Jennings Sr. From Brushstroke Properties, Aaron Holder. From Birch Real Estate Group, we have Sarah Reynolds and Andrew Foltz. Capstar Properties, we have Supale Inslee. From Century 21, we have Ashley Nielsen, Teresa Brennan, Lisa Schmidt, Sarah Strong. Oh, nope, I'm going into Charis Realty. Sarah Strong and Marcia De Girolamo.
I think it's Charis Realty Group, but yes.
What did I say?
Charis.
It could be whatever.
It could be whatever you want it to be.
You call it whatever you want it to be.
Coldwell Banker, we've got Diana Tamayo, Londi Blessy, Elizabeth Hardman, and Ruth Callis. Any relation there?
Nope.
There you go. Not one of the Hardmans?
Not yet. Not one of the Hardmans.
From Compass, we had 4 agents. Lauren Goss Thompson, Legia Ferrara, Hovik, Sully Mannon, and Sharon Sylvester. And then from Cornwall Properties, Charles Cornwall II, and from DMV Realty Group, Olga Flores Molina.
Welcome, everybody. From ERA Liberty, we have Nancy Barnes. Execu Homes, we have Whitney France. From Exit Landmark, we have Anita Pitchford, Kimberly Washington, and Denise Fox. From EXP, we have Amber Condor, Rashida Nevers, Vincent Tobacco, Susan Wigzalowski. Close enough.
Wizelkowski.
One more time.
Wizelkowski.
Got it. Tasha Rosaire Balin. Welcome, everybody.
From Fathom Realty, Renat Champaco, Anna Reed from HomeSmart, Michael Sprague from Icon Real Estate Group. The rest of these people are from inactive to active. Mark Stock, Yenling Lee, Temitopa Nkewumi, Samuel Williams, Catherine Fleischman, Christian Wilson, and Zunai Reyes.
Also inactive to active, we have Jacqueline McKenzie, Samuel DeLisi, Felipe Valdez, Taylor Boozle.
Pedro Valdez?
It's Felipe.
Oh, you know him.
I do.
Okay.
Taylor Boozle and Faitha Foster from Inc. We have Linda Lightfoot from K Metro Center. We have, I think that's KW Metro Center. Catherine DeWitt, Lizette Gauss, Victoria Randall from Keller Williams, and also Kelsey Judge.
Also from Keller Williams, we have Katrina May, Jeffrey Diaz, Teresa Ash, Anthony Rainey, Tanisha Knight, Adwumi Uberanke, Jennifer Gill, Carla Roca Balanas, Sashandra Abaganwa.
How many of y'all sit out there and like phonetically sound these out like we do with us? Thank you so much for feeling our pain. Yes, thank you, friends. Okay,
but in your head you do it.
But in your head it sounds great.
It's not as
but
good.
It doesn't come right out the way you're in your head. You sound fluent. Yes, long it does.
Oh, Katie V's asking for a
Katie
mic.
V, you're going to get a mic up here, girlfriend. Trust me. From Long and Foster, we have Ashwini Gulati. From LPT, we have Crystal Van Diesel. From Maryland Living, we have Chantil Martin. From Marzuko Real Estate, Delia Arce. Milestone Realty, we have Ali Hadavan. From also Milestone, Jillian Hayes and Jeremy Thompson. Svetlana Mikholova from Monument. We have Ephraim Rodriguez as a new agent, along with Olawamu Taiwo.
Isn't Ephraim our admin?
I think so.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You got the last one.
I did.
Also, all new agents. So congratulations. Tesfaye Lema. John Carrillo's daughter, Didi Carrillo.
Nice
Congratulations, Didi. Mohammed Rizvi. Jessica Dayoff. Amela Popovic. Ernest Kiger. Dawn Nguyen. Lee Zhang. Angela Newman. Jamie Meyer.
Also new agents. We have Latasha Newman, Lorinda Wellington, Diamond Jennifer, Travis Ritter, Peter Hunter, Ashley Gerlich, David Elsie, Mohammed Jazari. We have Fana Abra and Corey Fox. Welcome.
Some more new agents. Deborah Middleton, Travis McCarron, Fernanda Elsie, Kay Kim, Alija Key Campbell, Callaway Pate, Enrique Cali Matuti from New Western. And then from Northrop Realty, we have Lisa and Paul Buell. And then from Pearson Smith, Gabriella Berthan Orpeza.
From Premier, we have Amy Wang. From Remax Gateway, we have Jakub Knapp. From Remax also, Benjamin Lanson. Realty Advantage, we have Virginia Mather. Sean Samuels from Premier for Referral Realty. Jeffrey Pearl from Remax, along with Sharita Barkley.
Oh, we got
Patty
clapping
Davis,
there. Yeah.
We got clapping.
Maggie,
Welcome, Maggie.
Maggie brought Jeffrey Pearl
Yay,
over.
that's awesome. Sharita Barkley, we have Patty Davis, Linda Kumba, Claudia Alvarado, and Jacques Kusai.
From Remax Realty
From Remax,
Central.
yes, all from Remax. Yeah, I know. Can you believe that?
Returning agent, Paul Desrosres. From Arla, we've got Cheryl Scott. From Shop Newhouse, Nicole Neal. Signature Home Realty, Diep Cho. Luis Cruz from Spring Hill. Brandy Turner from TNG Real Estate Advisors. William Baxter from the Kaza Group. From Trinity Real Estate Group, we've got Antoine Dozier and Trang Pham. From United, we have Abdujali Ek Koye. And then unknown, Sarani.
Welcome, Sarani. We don't know where you're from, but welcome.
From Parts Unknown, Sarani.
Yes.
So that's all
welcome to the family,
141
everybody.
new family members to Samson Properties.
Our big, wonderful, dysfunctional family. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
All right. The thing we love to do in our sales meeting next is, not that you haven't heard enough names yet, we're going to recognize our top performers. For those of you who don't know, I do this weekly on our weekly update. We do it on social media every week, and then we do the months. So we're going to do Virginia, Maryland, D.C. is one category, then West Virginia, and then all together. So we'll try to be as quick as possible, but we also love to
celebrate the wins.
Celebrate
guys.
the wins
we love
for all
celebrating your wins.
These great agents that are doing a great job out there. So
all right, so individuals by transactions in Virginia. Dilyara Dominova with 11.
11. Go on, Dilyara.
Nice job. Ferris Eways with 10. Camille Park with 8, and Elizabeth Klein and Bassam Hamande both with 7. Congratulations, you guys. That's awesome.
It was
awesome
it was also Kamal, not Camille. So Kamal.
I said Kamal. Kamal Park.
questionable. Good job, Kamal. All right. By volume, Kamal Park, 8.2 million. Christine Song, just over 8.
Nice job.
Ferris Eways, just over 7.1 million. Dilyara Dominova, just under 6.3. And Alexandra, crushing it. Iamandi, 5.8 million for the month of May.
Nice job, you guys. We're going to go to teams and Virginia by transaction.
Man.
Holy crap. Shepherd Homes Group, 64. That's 2 a day. 1 South Realty Group, 54. Carolyn Young Homes, 41. The Casey Samson team, 19. And Major Key Real Estate, 19.
Just
you guys are blowing it up.
Phenomenal
nice
stuff.
Job.
Shepherd Homes Realty Group, 37.8 million for the month of May. One
Amazing.
South Realty Group, 27.5. Carolyn Young Homes, just over 23 million. Casey Sampson teams, just under 17.8. And Major Key, 10.6 million for the month.
Gosh, you guys are rocking it. In Maryland and D.C.,
Ooh,
we have Tonga Turner
bringing
with
the
10.
Heat.
Nice job. Venkat
Do you know how many
Gurram.
10 and 11 transactions is for an individual person a month?
That's a lot.
a lot.
That's a lot.
That's like Donnie Sampson numbers.
I was like, did you ever hit that?
I've seen it if you got it.
No, I was
waiting
there.
for her to backslap me.
I did. Did you ever do that?
I'll plead the fifth.
Okay. So Tonga Turner, 10. Venkat Gurram and Surya Reddy with 8. James Archie with 6. Bahar Dowlatskashi, Rex Thomas, and Vincent DeLorenzo with 4 each. Congratulations,
Awesome
you guys.
job. Venkat Gurram, 4.5 million. Just above Tonga Turner's, also 4.5 million. Bahar, 3.6. Lin Bin Zhuang, 3.2 million. And Rex Thomas, just over 3 million for the month.
All right, with teams, transaction count, Maryland, D.C., the 1 Street with 29.
Way to go.
The Easy Way, you failed me,
I did.
with 11. The Westerland Group with 10. The 1 Group with 9. Barnett Group with 5. And Team Flo D with 5 also. Congratulations, you guys.
Awesome job. One Street Company, 18.6 million. The Westerland Group, just over 10 million. The Easy Way, 5.3 million. The 1 Group, 4.5 million. The Barnett Group, just under 2.5 million. Excellent job to all of our teams.
Awesome. So now we're in West Virginia by transactions. Adam Shively with 5.
Andrew Foltz is a brand new realtor to us just within the last couple weeks, him and his whole team. So
That's
welcome,
fantastic. So Andrew, Kara Burnett, and Eric Burnett, 4 apiece. Congratulations. And then 3 apiece, Pilar Goachea, the Home Sweet Home team, the A team, and Patrick Schnabel. Awesome job, you guys.
Fantastic stuff. Our top ones by volume. Andrew Foltz bringing the heat in his first month, 1.8 million. Kara Burnett and Eric Burnett, 1.4 and 1.3 million. Pilar Goachea, there you go, just under 1.2 million. And Home Sweet Home team, just under 1.2 million as well. Fantastic job all
right,
over West Virginia.
Ranked out by transactions, company-wide, Dilyara Dominova, 11. Ferris Eways and Tonga Turner, 10. With 8, Kamal Park, Venkat Gurram, and Surya Reddy. Congratulations,
Fantastic
top
job.
performers.
In volume, that was 8.2 million for Kamal. Christine Song, just over 8. Ferris Eways, 7.1. Dilyara Dominova, 6.3. And Alexandra Iamandi, 5.8 million. Top 5 for the month. Great job. Fantastic stuff.
You guys are killing it. So we look at teams.
Closing off our teams.
Overall company-wide. The Shepherd Homes Group, 64.
Man.
1 South Realty Group, 54. Carolyn Young Homes, 41. The 1 Street Company, 29. And Uncle Casey Sampson team, 19. Congratulations, you guys.
And in volume, 37.8 million for Jason and Shepherd Homes Group. 1 South Realty Group, 27.5. Carolyn Young Homes, 23 million. The 1 Street Company, 18.6. And the Casey Sampson team, 17.8 million.
Fantastic job,
Great
everybody.
job to all of our top performers for the month. Just
killing it.
Just fantastic totals and just great jobs. And you know, we know that's why we do the week, because I know in a month we see a lot of the same names sometimes, and some of these teams have become mega teams. But we try to recognize people in the week too. But we want to celebrate the wins, but also realize there's so many that have done fantastic jobs out there. So congratulations to all of you. Maybe it was your best month ever with 3, and that's fantastic. So keep up the great work.
Absolutely.
We're thankful for all of those, and that's also why we read off every single Cardinal Title Group, because every single transaction matters to us.
Every single one matters.
All right, so
what's next?
Jump into some more topics here. The first thing,
the big summer. Does
circle
that
the
mean
date.
somebody's giving me ice cream that day?
That would be amazing.
That's awesome. Heather just said
Heather's
yes.
shaking her head. Yes, ice cream that day.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Yes.
Summer sales meeting,
with
July 17th.
With an ice cream
bar afterwards. Heather and Sarah just called it. So
yes.
Come on out. July 17th will be our July sales meeting. If you're
not in the studio, you do not get ice cream.
Yeah, no remote ice cream allowed.
Yes.
All right. 2 things that I want to focus on to start with. So
My favorite thing ever right now.
Raise your hand right now in the room if you have downloaded FirstUp to your phone.
Awesome. If you have not, pull out your phone and download it right now. App Store, Google, FirstUp.
Google Play Store, App
FYRST.
Store. Download FirstUp right now. I'm very proud of us. I looked the other day, I saw like 80 or 100.
I'm very proud of us.
Well, I am. I saw like 80 or 100 listings in there already. But there really should be hundreds. So FirstUp. For those, now most of the people in the room you guys can't see. Most of the people in the room did raise their hand, which is great. That means we're spreading the news and we're getting there. We want everybody to download this app and use it. It's only as powerful as if we all use it together. Now, the idea is that this is our office exclusive. We've got this massive force of almost 6,000 realtors. We've got in some of our markets, we're at 15% market shares in some of these counties. We can flex these muscles where if I'm sitting at the listing table and I want to close the deal with Sarah and she's maybe thinking about other agents.
I might need a better agent.
She might want to meet another one. If you sign with me right now, you sign this listing. As soon we'll sit here at the table, I can add you to my app while we're sitting here. 6,000 people will get notified. They'll know about your listing right now. We don't have to sell it. We don't have to show it, but they know about it. Knowing is powerful. You never know who's going to see it. KDV might have a great client. It might pop up and be like, Donnie, I've got to have that listing. I will pay whatever it takes. Please let us see it. You know what? The seller might be like, well, I'll let him in, take a look. You never know, right? So you might have somebody that wants to list in 4 months, 6 months, but they would love to have an offer in the next couple months as they're considering prepping it or finishing off summer or whatever the case is.
There is zero downside.
You don't ever have to show up by putting this app.
No.
It only gets an extra exposure to almost 6,000 agents.
Donnie and I both were firm believers in the fact that putting it on the market will generate you the best price with the open market with the best rates. That being said, we do have those sellers that will sacrifice a few dollars for ease, not painting, not cleaning it up, not putting everything in storage. They've got dogs, they've got kids, they don't want to do all this stuff, and they might entertain something that might not be the crazy market, escalation clauses and such. And this would be beneficial to them. There is zero downside for you putting the information in because knowledge gives all of us power, and we're leveraging all 6,000 people, not just our listings, but also our buyer searches.
Well, I just want to finish the one point real quick in the buyer searches. When you think about that listing and that seller sitting there, the fact that they're going to let you walk out the door and not expose it today to 6,000 people, that's a powerful message. And I don't want you to miss that. The power of missing out.
Huge. The fear of missing out.
The fear of missing out for that seller to be like, hold on, I could get that exposed to all these people this second. So that is a really good listing closing tool to put them in that first step. So I want to say that. But then our buyer search, now, do you want to tell your listing story?
Yeah, I'll tell my listing story. So most of you know that
I've heard it before.
He's heard it like 95 times. Most of you have heard me say that I beta test all of our products and services on my clients. They so enjoy being my crash test dummies on everything that we do. But that being said, I put the listing in to FirstUp. I delayed going on the market on purpose with their permission because I wanted it to have time to ruminate inside of FirstUp. Well, we sent this message out, join, add, do the things, right? Some people listen, some people don't.
This was about a month ago, so we have had more people.
And we've had a lot more people join since then. This was very early in the process. So I delayed going active. Nobody bid on my FirstUp because, again, it was still really early and people were still trying to download and get into it. I had multiple offers. It was on the market. KDV, here she goes. I want KDV in every single story.
I want KDV. I'm going to pay KDV to come to all my lunch and learns. Just travel around with me. I just want her to be my fangirl. I will pay you $100 every lunch to come sit in the count because it just cheers me up. It makes me perform better.
It does. It gives me the energy. So as we're going, I finally cut it off and stopped taking offers. I had 16 offers in 2 days. 9 of them were from Samson agents.
Hold on for a second. We had 9 of the 16 offers. Look at that. Way to go, Samson.
Unfortunately, not a single one of those Samson agents got it. But here's why.
Mean listing agent.
Mean listing. But I get.
Katie just got the joke.
Okay, yeah, she did. But the problem is that 9 of those people, because my people had 2 kids coming in from college, they had a teenage daughter who was not okay putting their house on the market, they had a dog, they have a business they run from home, they have stuff everywhere. They did not want to do all of the things. They were begging somebody to come put an offer on their house before we went on the market, right? 9 Samson agents had the opportunity to get their offers through to me to get that client house well below what we ended up escalating for, because they were probably $40,000 lower than what the rest of the escalations were. Samson agents do better. But at the end of the day, they could have gotten that house cheaper for their client and actually gotten a chance of getting it versus waiting and going on the open market and being one of 16.
Now, I understand the argument that it might have been better for the seller. But
Right.
this particular seller understood the risk and probably would have taken that offer.
And they would have all day long
ahead of time.
and twice on Sundays because they just didn't want to fool with any of it.
So the horror story is obviously we wish one of the 9 people had gotten the deal.
Yes.
But
Cardinal did get the deal.
Don't miss there you go. Good job, Sarah.
You're welcome.
The FirstUp. She just likes me to announce her name next month. This moral of the story is get in FirstUp so you have those opportunities. If any of those 9 Samson agents had been in there, they would have had a chance to talk to Sarah beforehand. So from the buyer's perspective.
From the buyer's conversation, just pick up the phone and call. Again, the listing agent doesn't have to.
It starts with this. Download the app.
Yep.
Put all your buyers in, prospective buyers. Put them in right now. Nobody else sees the buyers. Just you.
Just you.
Lynn's going to buy 500 to 600 in this city. Cece's going to buy here. Sam's going to buy here. Just put in your buyers, put in city, put in general information. That way, next time, when Sarah puts one in on South Riding for X amount of $1,000, you all get buzzed right away. And it says, hey, Sarah's got a listing. And Sarah knows, hey, these 4 people got listings.
I've got these 4 buyer matches.
She didn't know who to reach out to. If she had buyer match, she would have said, hey, Sam, Lynn, Cece, I got this listing. Anybody want to see it beforehand? We'd love to talk.
Yes. So the really cool thing is, again, everything's private.
It was not Sam, Lynn, or Cece that missed out.
So. It was not. You would have gotten it. Sam goes, I would have gotten it. Yes, you would have, Sam. All right, but here's the thing with this is super cool. Nobody else has your information. So what happens is when that buyer match happens, so think Match.com of houses, right? So when that buyer match happens, it pings Donnie for his listing, and it says Sarah has a buyer that matches, and it gives a code. It's a 4-digit code. 49AC, whatever. So then it pings me and says...
You said 4-digit code. 49AC.
Well, it is. It's the numbers in a ledger. I did say digit. Never mind.
Let's not get caught up in the details.
4-character code. Anyway, moving right along. So impossible today.
At least I know where my kids get it from.
Yeah.
I know. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. So moving right along. You get the code. Buyer's agent gets the code. Listing agent gets the code. You match it up. On your app, you look who it is, pick up the phone, call. It's great because sellers have the opportunity to leverage 6,000 agents. It's not one agent. I've had the conversations already. When I leave the table, I'm putting you in my app right now. Here's what's happening. What's your favorite thing in the house? Well, my brand new kitchen. Great. Step back. I staged it for 2 seconds, took a picture of the kitchen, went outside, took a picture of the front, went outside, took a picture of the back. Yes, I walked around and did this little number 2 with the picture, right? Took some pictures, and I said, you ready to go? 6,000 agents are getting a notification. They go, yeah. Bink! Right? And they saw the main wonderful features of the house. The clients left there. When I left there, they were super excited to sign listing paperwork. No dread, no second guesses, because now they knew it. They didn't just leverage me. They leveraged every single one of us by extension of me. The other cool thing about this is, with the buyer side, you get advance notification that things are coming. In areas where there's very limited inventory, you're getting the notices ahead of time that, hey, Sally, Joe, and Mike have this new listing coming on. You can look at your clients and go, I know you're getting stressed out, and I know that we've lost a couple, and I know that you're thinking about writing on this house you do not like because you just feel like you're going to be homeless. I'm promising you more inventory's coming. Look at my app. These are all houses that are coming, right? So it's just a lot of powerful information that we're giving to
we just got to make sure that we all put the information in. We'll all be more powerful.
And it's super easy, guys. You're talking about 5 or 6 pieces of data that you're putting in there. For listings, you're putting your name.
Your name's already in there.
It does.
You're logged in. That auto-populates.
You're putting the address. You're putting the price. You're putting the square footage. How many bedrooms and bathrooms? And then, do you want to put any notes about the house? Do you want to add anything? If not, okay. Don't put it in there. For buyers, you're putting a name, you're putting a city, you're putting some criteria, and then you're hitting save, and it does the work for you. As soon as you put a new buyer in, the algorithm just runs on the back end and just pings you, which is just super cool. I just love those little pings.
Download the app. If you do need training, we do have some Wednesday the 19th, which is today, actually. So if you're watching live out there at 1 o'clock on the Cardinal Nest.
But this, by far, is one of the most powerful pieces of technology.
If you can't make it, still download the app. You can figure it out yourself or grab a buddy. It's not that hard. Grab a teenager to help you out.
Yeah, in my opinion, this is one of the most powerful pieces of technology you can use in the market that we have right now. So
absolutely.
Use it.
All right, now we're going to go into some of these lovely things that are coming down our pipe. So I'm starting with Bright because 99% of our footprint, 95%. CVR MLS, we'll get some rules on you guys and a couple in rain. But for the most part, everybody's affected with Bright. So these are the notable changes that are starting August 14th. I want to give you some heads up so you're ready on these things. And mostly you guys have seen these, but I want to make sure we're talking about them.
Yes. All right. So here's the thing, guys. And two, some of the classes that are coming out aren't necessarily for Bright they're not exactly linear with the changes that we're seeing in the contracts. So we're working on that, and we're giving feedback back to Bright on their changes. So just note
because there's so many different associations with different contract structures. So why is she mirroring me?
Because I don't know.
Because NVAR's contract changes might not be the same as G-Cars or MRs.
So there's
or
not
West
a direct
Virginias
link from I can put it in my listing agreement, and now I'm putting it in
How
Bright
ridiculous did that
field.
look on the TV? Did it look stupid? She's laughing at us. Go ahead.
Okay. So notable changes. The compensation fields are coming off as of August 14th. Any trickery. Now, what's trickery? Yeah. Trickery is I'm putting 3 pillows on the right side of the couch to indicate that I'm giving 3% commission.
There's 2.5 kitchens in this house. Seller's going to offer you 2.5.
It can offer you 2.5. We will give you 2.5.
2.5 buckets of water if you bring the buyer.
Any kind of links to outside websites for commission, see here. You can't link it to your own personal site if your site has comp.
Go to samhardman.com for more information.
For more information. You cannot do that. It will be an automatic $1,000 fine per instance. There is no appeal process.
Yikes.
Trickery is screenshots and fines. It's strong.
That seems like a lot of money.
They are going to add 1 bucket into Bright with a yes or no.
And they will find you. You know what? They won't find you. You know who is? It's other realtors.
They're not looking
nice.
For you. Realtors are
You should see how many. Some of you guys get turned in once every once. I get CC'd on all those. There's a lot of turn-ins of people that are doing stuff that they don't even mean to be messing up. But the second you put something,
you don't even have to mess up.
Is a condo or a fee simple? I mean, just trust me, they will find you.
Yeah.
Go ahead though.
So there's going to be 1 bucket because each jurisdiction's listing agreements are handling cost and closing cost and buyer's commission differently. Thank you for not dousing me in your coffee.
Auto lock.
Yeah, thank you. There's going to be 1 bucket on the MLS for will your seller help with closing costs of any way, and there's going to be a yes or a no. You cannot say we will pay for buyer's agent compensation, but we will not pay for the loan. The listing agreements in some jurisdictions will have them spelled out, but not the MLS in accordance with their most recent ruling. There will be 1 bucket, and it cannot be broken out. The 21-day coming soon, that you can only have your listing in coming soon status for 21 days, is being eliminated. Good, yes. You may have it in coming soon as long as you want to do pre-marketing. The rules are the same, though. Once you're in coming soon status, there is no showing of the property. Okay, so you can take that listing agreement.
So your FirstUp is great. You can still advertise it, but
if you're in coming soon,
you can't show it even to Samson agents.
Okay. Now, here is the choices you have with that coming soon. When you take the listing agreement and you have 2 days from the date of the seller's signature to put it in MLS in some way, right? We have that 2-day period. You can put it in coming soon. You can put it in office exclusive, or you can go active. If you do not go active, you have to do the office exclusive addendum, which is also changing. And they've got numbers in there. They've got scary words in there. We're going to put it as a blanket document in all of our agreements because now they're saying that they are going to start requesting those if they feel like someone has not put it in the MLS. I do want to point this out, guys. If you are taking a listing and you're trying to shortcut the system and not putting it in office exclusive, they are requesting, demanding copies of your listing agreement, and we have to provide it by our bylaws. So you are telling on yourselves by not following the rules, especially when they say what was the listing date, and you open up the listing document and you put in, I took this listing in January 5th, but you didn't put it in 2 days, and then you hit submit, and their algorithms are saying you took a January listing and you didn't put it in, we're going to fine you, and you're like, well, no. Yes. So make sure you're watching their dates. Lots of things are changing. Just make sure you watch their dates. You can market office exclusives now. In the past, we have been unable to market office exclusives. On your office exclusives, as long as you have their office exclusive form signed, you can put your property on your own social network. You can't blast it out to the world and take ads, but you can put up on your Facebook that you have this property coming soon, as long as you've got the proper documentation. You can do that, but you cannot feed it. You cannot feed it MLS feeds. So it cannot go into Zillow. It can't go into Realtor.com. It can't go into any of these big ones that you're trying to pocket all of your own buyers, right? You can promote it to your own social network through the new mandated form. The form is available. It has been put into SkySlope. We're waiting for the mapping of that form.
But on your website, your Facebook page.
You may put it in as long as it's a non-MLS feed. Yes.
And FirstUp. Or any Facebook group.
These changes.
It's Office exclusive Facebook group.
Correct. Office exclusive.
Not a Realtor Facebook group.
Right. But mandated now, August 14th, all of these new changes, fines, and blocks will show up in Bright.
So
as new things come out, guys, and I can promise you this, we're going to have a lot of changes and a lot of people are going to be confused. We're going to have tons of classes. As new things are affecting everybody or a lot of the population, I will send out updates regularly on here are some classes, here are some new things, pay attention to this, because everybody's world's changing, not just one or two of you. Everybody's in the same boat. All realtors are in the same boat. Okay.
Questions on the Bright stuff, because I think this is kind of most important.
Yes, ma'am.
It reacts to
KDV.
everybody. Zach, can we run up here to Katie V? She's the one that's doing some grunting up here.
Yes. I want a camera shot of Zach running.
That's sexual harassment.
No, he was like this. Yeah.
Is this on?
Did you click it on?
Flip it on.
Green light's on.
Advantage, disadvantage.
Yep.
20, coming soon versus office exclusive.
So in my opinion, I think that the benefit of putting a coming soon is, first of all, I would never put a coming soon unless I had a sign in the yard. At least you got your sign in the. Once the sign goes up, you have to put it coming soon. You have to have it Bright. So that's the one thing, is that if I want to sign up to advertise to the neighborhood, then I got to put it coming soon. The problem is then it shuts down showings, right? I'm not allowed to show it. So I could be coming soon for 35 days, but I think if that sign's up and it's coming soon for too long, you almost create
You lose your
create a stigma. Is that how it's still on the market? They don't know it hasn't been on the market yet. My next door neighbor, I mean, she actually pre-sold it. That house was sitting there forever. No other contract signed, nothing. It was like, is that house not sold yet? Because it's sitting up there for weeks before it goes on the market. So there is some benefit to it, but I almost think it hurts you a little bit if it's coming too long. Me, I would office exclusive the power of all the people we have. I would the second I had it, I put it up and I put it on my own Facebook and say, I got this great listing, you don't know who will come. I would personally put it coming soon 7 to 10 days before you're going active. Because now you've got that week of MLS data. And I would use that to evaluate, and Casey does great classes on it, great thoughts on it.
The algorithms, the hit counters, all that good stuff,
If you put it in coming soon for a week or 10 days, and you've got two people that favorited it, and one person set up a showing, and you're going live on Thursday, and it's Wednesday, and you're like, it's been out here a week, and nobody's liking it, nobody's set up showings for the weekend.
You better be dropping that price.
You better adjust the price point before you go out. Now, if you've got 52 favorites, and you've got a lot of people that have saved this, and you see it matches a lot of realtors' criteria by the reverse prospecting, then you know, look, if somebody comes in Friday with list price, they'll be like, no, we're going to wait till Sunday. Because you can tell how aggressive the market's going to be for your home before it even goes active, if you have that 7-day window. So that's why I would do at least a 7-day window on coming soon. Unless my seller had to get on the market tomorrow and did not want to wait, I think that week's important to evaluate the market, because you don't know if you put a house on at $600,000 and you get an offer Friday morning at $600,000. You got decisions to make, right? Now, you could make a very bad or a very good one to help advise the seller right now. If you don't have any data and you don't know, hey, 8 people have scheduled showings or 52 people have favorited this property, then you're going to be like, no, we're going to wait till Sunday. I think some offers are coming. But on the flip side, you could also position it, look, nobody's coming. Look, it's the first day. Here's what I've talked to the seller. They'll take 605 right now. They won't even go to the weekend. Look, you and I know nobody else is coming. 600 might be the best you get, but you've got leverage game for like the next 12 hours. We'll cancel the open house. We won't let people in. Give us 605 and no home inspection. We'll do it. That's the way I would. Right? But you don't have that if you just pop it on the market Thursday and say, I hope it goes. We don't have any knowledge. We don't have any strategies. To me, I would office exclusive it. I'd have it exposed as long as possible. I would not put it stale and coming soon for too long. But a week or 10 days is kind of my honey hole for how long I would have it out there.
Okay, I don't know
Evaluate
that. I would agree.
Evaluate the internet traffic, and then now you can make that best decision if we go live on Thursday. Not only on making sure you're correctly priced, but how to handle the negotiations once we do start getting offers in or showings in, or you can have also best advise your seller, hey, look, we'll stick at 600, but it's going to be slow or it's going to be hot. You know, prepare them for what you think it's going to look like.
I actually agree with that, surprisingly.
Hey! First time for everything. Sarah,
first time for everything, yeah.
That would be my advice.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. The good news about it being eliminated is that, okay, you know the pressure when you're doing the 21-day countdown. You know that you don't have anybody, and you want the word out there, and then the seller say, oh, I know I told you this date, but I didn't get the painting done, and now we got to push it back a couple of days, and you're blowing your windows, right? Just don't let it get too stale. It's good because it allows you to move and have more flexibility, but I don't see why anything's ever on for 21 days.
I mean, the only other flip side is this. If I worked for the company that had 8 people, I'd probably throw the coming soon out right away now. Because
there's no
I'm not
leverage
exposing
inside.
it to anybody else. So I might as well throw a sign out there and get advertising. And if I throw a sign out there, I got to put it in. So there's a part of you that wants that. Or if you saw three listings, if I saw 3 listings pop up on the same street or two, then I might be like, we got to pop this bad boy up because I want everybody to know we're coming. People are going to lose on this house and they want to call me. You know, people are going to come see this house and want to know ours. Maybe we're not ready, but I want them to know we exist.
But
so that's kind of one of the other factors would be that I might throw it on.
All the tools, all the evaluation you're doing to best represent the client as a professional realtor, right? This is one of the reasons why we will stay in play.
No, right here first. Miss Mark.
I just wanted to know what we can do to help increase participation in the Facebook group, Facebook chat, and FirstUp, because right now I'm doing more buyers than I have, but I usually have more listings.
And I really want to bring those settlements here, but that's not happening.
Yeah.
So I'm having the Samson agents call me after they go coming soon.
Right, because they're not paying attention. Welcome to my life.
I understand, but you're one person and we're 6,000 agents. So how do we do this?
So this is where that's why I'd love it
FirstUp.
Because here's what I believe. And I love Facebook. I love anybody. I'm on the
Problem with Facebook is
well, here's the thing. I don't. The problem with Facebook is this. Okay, if you put your great new listing up today, and only 10%, we're all in the Facebook group, but only 10% of us hit Facebook today for whatever reason. Hopefully that's the case, although I think 90% of us would, right? The issue is it's only a moment in time, and then it gets lost. That's why I like the app, because it's searchable. It's going to do the math for you. So that's why it's taken a minute, but that's why that's the first thing we said today and the first thing we've been saying for 6 weeks. If we can get 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people in this app, then you will get what you want. You will get, I heard somebody on the hall the other day, there was like 12 buyer matches for their new listing when they put it in. That's music to my ears. That means they put the listing in and 12 buyers matched them right away. So there's an opportunity to do a deal there. So I think that sure, yeah. I mean, and we're continuing to push it, and we'll keep spreading the news. But we've got, I don't know exactly how many it is, but we've got a good amount of people up there. But the answer to getting your office exclusive stuff to work is FirstUp. It's not the Facebook group. The Facebook group is great for helping each other out, talking through things, answering questions, interacting. But to actually post listings, it's to post the happy hours.
Post the happy hours, KDV.
KDV.
Our designated social coordinator from the Love Boat. Yeah.
But I think that the best place for the coming soons and to create those relationships back and forth is to use an app-centric thing that will be searchable, will be sticky. So that's what we're trying to put everybody to, so that we can get that great information. Because we would love to hear people say, hey, it's a tough market out there, but I found 3 off-market deals with Samson agents.
Yep.
And we're trying to help facilitate that.
And the other good piece of this, too, and Maggie, keep in mind, any kind of technology, the adoption is so slow. The technology adoption on this one has been tremendous. So it's coming, and it's getting better every day. It just people have an aversion to technology, right? So it takes a little bit of time.
In the back first.
All right.
Yep.
Hi.
Michelle.
I have an office exclusive that I'm going to be putting into FirstUp today. Hopefully, I don't know, have to download the app. But I'm wondering, is Bright going to take away their rule about if you do office exclusive first, and then you try to go to coming soon, they won't let you go to coming soon?
They will not give credit. That is correct.
Well,
they have
won't,
not removed
they'll let
that
you
rule.
go directly to active.
Yes.
But they won't let you go to coming soon. So doing office exclusive, then coming soon doesn't work.
It's a glitch right now. It
Okay,
does.
well,
It is. It's not actually a rule. It's a glitch in their
It's
system.
not a rule. It's a glitch in the computer.
It's a glitch,
You're
and they're
fine.
trying to fix it.
Okay, so they are going to allow
They are
us to
trying
do
to fix
that,
it,
because
yes.
I've tried to get them to fix it, and they
Yeah,
wouldn't.
it's a known glitch, and they're working on it.
Okay, great.
Cece, you had a
Thank
question up
you.
here. Hold on, we need a mic up here.
Same question. She doesn't need a mic. Same question. She just said that.
That's hilarious.
Same question, but I was going to be, I was going to be clarified with this. Now, you say glitch, it's a past one, it doesn't count, right?
No, their workaround right now, if you have an office exclusive that you're trying to make coming soon, they want you to copy the listing, kill the office exclusive, and make it active. That is their workaround right now. You have to copy the listing, make it active,
Not make it active. Make it come soon.
make it coming soon. From office
They're
exclusive
saying
to coming
delete,
soon.
copy that listing,
They're copying
create
it
a new
and
listing,
create a new one and make it coming soon.
They won't let you convert it to coming soon, but they'll let you create a new listing. It's
They're
coming soon.
trying to fix the flipper, and it's
So
not flipping.
my question is, they don't go back retro?
No, they're not retroacting.
That's it.
I just did one.
Then they may have it fixed on some. It's not deployed everywhere. It's still.
You have to ignore the little notice under.
I know it's not working for everybody. Yeah, it's not working for. All right. Any other questions on this before
Lynn
we?
does.
Lynn.
Lynn does.
Just real quick, I usually interact with a couple hundred agents a week. I will make sure from this point forward that we pause and they upload.
Awesome.
FirstUp.
Awesome.
So
All
that'll
right.
help
Let's
get
go to
that
the next
going.
one because we need
There
to
you
roll.
go.
All right. All right. Going to contract updates. We've got a lot of changes.
Now,
first.
here's the thing. We are going to have class on all these.
All
we
of
are going to
these.
skim a couple of the highlights here for some of the jurisdictions, okay? Because you all, maybe you have a couple of them, but it's not all applicable to everybody. We want to just kind of circulate kind of a quick summary of what's coming, not every little rule that is coming down the pipe. But we've got contract classes starting with this Friday here, 11 o'clock in the studio. Mike and Steve are going to do
Yes.
the NVAR contract stuff, okay?
So keep in mind, too, all of our contract classes, we're doing webinars, we're posting all the things. Check the Cardinal Nest for the most recent updates for classes because that's where we're going to post everything as we do it. We are going to do a very high level of the jurisdictions that we have. Not every jurisdiction's released. So NAR changes. They are changing their exclusive authorization to sell. They are changing the broker
Is it supposed to
compensation.
be NVAR?
No,
Okay, go ahead.
maybe. Flip the next one. No, it's NVAR.
Okay, it is. Go ahead.
Go one more time. Exclusive right to sell. Go back. It is supposed to be NVR. All right.
Okay,
NVAR.
NVAR.
So the exclusive authorization to sell. Broker compensation paragraph is changing to a professional service fee. How much are you charging as a professional service fee? The to advertise seller concession is added that you can tell
So you
people
can say yes or no.
yes or no. Authorization to clarify when to advertise the property is added. When can you start advertising?
That's that office exclusive.
That office exclusive. All right. Exclusive right to represent buyer agreements changing. Paragraph 5. Compensation is changed to professional services fee. What are you charging? Added language to clarify if there's additional compensation offered that needs to be negotiated before presenting an offer. Do I have your right to negotiate my fee if the seller's offering something so that you don't have to pay it, right? All that negotiation language is being added across the board. The residential contract of purchase. Guys, the NVAR documents are loaded in SkySlope and they are mapped. I wrote an offer yesterday. I wrote it on the new form.
You did.
I did.
You're so fancy.
It was fun. Because I did it. And so, if you've
And
already
did you put $1 million in your
$1 million
in your buyer agent commission?
Yeah. So at the top, remember with SkySlope, if you've got a file or transaction already open, it'll give you not the check mark, but it'll give you the exclamation point, and you need to update the form. Once you update the form, the new form drops in. It maps all the areas back. The added language to the seller concessions closing cost paragraph that now allows including buyer agent compensation. There is a line. The format's the same. How much are you putting down? How much are you financing? Closing cost help. And then there's this great little line that says, are you asking for seller paid buyer compensation? And you put your little number in there, right? Super cool.
Seller paid buyer agent commission.
Compensation, yes. There is no longer the verbiage ever of cooperative compensation.
For
Clear
NVAR.
cooperation is gone for NVAR, okay? It is seller paid, buyer agent compensation. Which does not match, correct. I said that in the beginning. It's not all going to match. All right, so it allows that. Oh, what was the last one? There was one more. Updated the common interest paragraph. All right, that's all right. Commission split is
Sometimes I just
removed
go.
in the listing agreement. The commission split is removed. It's no longer, I'm making a total of 9 houses. And
Just say 6 and 3. It's fine.
yeah, 6 and 3. We're going with 6 and 3. It is no longer I'm charging
We're not
6.
promoting to charge that, okay?
Yes.
Nobody will sue us.
No click.
But
yeah.
when we use numbers, we can talk easier, okay?
So when it says that you have, I'm charging 6% and I'm giving 3% out, there's no longer that. I am charging what I'm charging, and it's
I'm
mine.
charging 2.5%, 3% on the
Some
listing
of us
side.
may get some listing agents may get a raise.
Right.
Okay.
So you say what you're charging in the listing agent paragraph.
Period. Now, listing broker compensation field and additional listing broker compensation field for unrepresented buyers is now added. If a buyer comes to you as
I
unrepresented,
love this, that it's a separate paragraph. Before we had to write stuff in, it'd be like, well, what if they come without somebody?
if they come, I'll charge you this, I'll charge you that.
Now
If
it's
they're-
unrepresented. If an unrepresented buyer, because we know that those buyers are going to try to come now, right? So
and me as the listing agent, I don't want to do all the work for free.
right. So now I
Right.
can put in there, look, if they come without a buyer agent, I'm going to charge an extra 1% or whatever you want to call it there. So it's preordained. If there's an unrepresented buyer in, then you're getting the 2.5% or 2% or 3% or whatever you're charging, plus whatever the unrepresented buyer fee is.
So this next paragraph is I really like as well. In addition to that, because the paragraph says it's non-binding to the seller, but it says the buyer's agent may ask for buyer compensation to be paid for by the seller. If they do, are you willing to consider it? Not do you have to do it because it's non-binding, but this is a great opportunity for us to say, we love our buyer's agents. We want that professional buyer's agent in here because they control their clients and they keep things on track. And we don't want your stuff on a moving truck and then the buyer go rogue and we don't know where they are. So I'm going to recommend that we offer some type of compensation out to cover that. And here's my recommendation, 2.5%, 3%, whatever. It's non-binding. We're going to make the decision when we get the contracts, but we need to have the conversation and I need to set your expectations that this is what's probably going to happen and you're going to see this. So you can put a number in there as well. The new seller subsidy paragraph is included as well. The seller subsidy is the bucket, right? Would you like to pay any loan fees? All those things are going to be and what those are included in that seller subsidy. The exclusive right to represent the buyer removes language that allowed the buyer to retain additional compensation. In the past with NVAR documents,
That allowed the broker to retain it.
the brokerage to retain. If I offered, as a listing agent, if I offered the buyer's agent 3%, but Donnie represented the buyer, and his buyer broker said 2.5%, Donnie got to keep the other 0.5% that I was giving. But
right. That's what we could before.
we
right?
could. That is
or,
no
Or
longer
if you
the
got a
case.
$5,000 bonus from a builder or a
right.
seller or whatever.
So
you cannot keep this bonus now based
If
on this.
your
or the extra
buyer's
money.
broker says 2.5 and they offer 3, you can only keep the 2.5 unless you get the buyer to initial off on the change. But let me caution you with this. It's going to be really hard to tell a buyer when they're looking at how much money they have to pay for that house that the seller did not give them the deal they wanted but are willing to pay you more, and would you, Mr. Buyer, allow me to keep extra money? That buyer's going to look at you and go, well, why didn't mine? So I'm going to encourage you that if you are going to do these buyer brokers with a number, which you have to, they need to be a higher number, like 3%. And if they offer 3.5, you can always waive, but it's going to be easier for you to say, don't worry, I'm not going to charge you that extra percent or 0.5% or whatever, versus they gave me a $5,000 bonus, can I keep it? Because the first thing that buyer's going to say is, well, do I get half? Or why do you get it and I don't get it? Right? It's going to be really hard to get those numbers.
It's going to be hard
make
to
sure
get
you
that
go
extra
high.
0.5% later than
Yeah.
it would be up front.
All right, so all that language has changed. On the residential sales contract, like I indicated, there is now a line under there for buyer broker compensation, seller paid buyer broker compensation. Business days have been calculated instead of calendar days now for earnest money. So it's no longer calendar days, Sundays and holidays. It's now business days, okay, for your earnest money department. And I don't know what New Virginia
Deposit.
or deposit. GCAR has no release date of their forms. They do anticipate commission changes. The distribution of those changes has not been approved yet because the forms have not been approved. So we are not expecting any immediate changes of the GCAR contract. West Virginia is also not released. The commission changes anticipated adding the verbiage of the lawsuits that commissions are negotiable throughout all of their documents, but they have no date of release yet. They have a town hall meeting next week, and they are hopefully going to learn more, but they're probably mid to end of July. Florida, we have no sample forms yet. They are expecting a release in late June.
It's already late June.
Yes. Commission changes expected to all 4 versions of their buyer broker, 5 versions of their listing agreement, and their listing agreement and sale of commercial property, all expecting.
You got all those versions? That's ridiculous.
That's insane. Their things are insane.
All right, you got Pennsylvania?
I've got Pennsylvania right here. Pennsylvania changes. We will have an update after July 2nd. They are working to get contract schedules, classes formed as well, but we are expecting the majority of all of these to start hitting us. Again, NVAR was on the ball. Go NVAR. Because when Donnie said NVAR is going to be released early June, I was like, there is no way on God's green earth.
I was in the meetings about these forms in, I guess, April, May, and you know, we were in approval on all the changes. The only change they did implement, which I wanted, was I really wanted a 1-page buyer agreement, which was like a one day thing. A 1 day or 1 weekend. Let me date you before you marry me. You know, as far as like making people commit to a whole buyer agency agreement the first time you meet is a lot. You know, now you can always write these buyer agreements for 1 day or 1 weekend or 1 week. And I would encourage you to do that because a lot of buyers be like, yeah, I want to see the house, or, you know, you can be my agent this weekend, and then you kind of go from there. Hopefully you hit it off and you show your value. But there was a lot of support for that, but they decided not to create a simpler short-term agreement just for the weekend that would hopefully transfer. But then I told Sarah, I said, they're going to release July 1st, and they're going to have them out in June. She goes, no, they're not. And then they did. They had them out. So
SkySlope has been on the ball. They've already released them early to all the feeds, so they are mapped and in there. So, guys, these are going to be mapped as soon as we get them, but we're expecting a lot of form changes that are supposed to be in the July 1 feed that they're going to be happening throughout July. So we will continue to promote classes. Rain's listing agreement.
Let's answer these 2 questions first real quick because I'm guessing they're on a topic we just talked about. Miss Amal, is that Amal back there?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I couldn't see you past Lynn's head, sorry.
Just confirming, so even though they're being released July 1st, everything's not happening until August 14th?
No, Bright changes are
Bright
August
changes
14th. But technically, you're supposed to start using the NVR contracts July 1st in theory.
Thank you.
But
so
now,
I would say
are you going to get some contracts that aren't it? Are you
Yeah.
still getting promised compensation in Bright until August 14th? Yes, so it's a little bit weird, right? You know, it's still going to say 2.5% in Bright. Then I would just match what the contract says. If it says 2.5%, write 2.5% in your contract. You know, but in theory, the contract's supposed to take place July 1st, but the Bright changes are until mid-August right now.
And along with what I just said, some of those jurisdictions, even for July 1 launch, will not have them released into the library yet. So if we don't have them, you're not going to be responsible for
Well, I think she was meaning specifically
but specifically NVR, yes.
So mine is not a question. It's more of a promotion for the NBAR Forms Committee and any of the committees. I mean, we have a lot of great agents in this office, and it would be great if some of you can volunteer. I was on forms for 3 years. It's amazing what they do and how early they start working on this stuff, like a year ago. Before anything was finalized, they started talking about what had to happen if this happened before it was even a thing. But it's so fascinating to watch that if you can volunteer. I know they open up in a month or so.
Well, thank you so much for doing that, Michelle, because I would rather gouge my eyeballs out with a fork. Which is even worse. Zach, can you hand it to Cece, please?
A fork, huh?
A fork and adding salt into, I would rather, yes.
I understand form changes, but it's kind of a confused. I have a listing coming maybe first part or mid part of July. Am I going to comply with the new form that don't have compensation?
Well, the new forms are out you're out now. So have you already signed your listing agreement?
Yes.
You've already signed a listing agreement?
No.
Then you're going to use the new forms because they're already out.
Oh, so
you're going to use the new
should
forms.
use the
Yes.
new form.
And because if you're doing it in SkySlope, the new forms are there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just confused a little bit.
All right. So Rain listing agreement and purchase agreement were updated on 2/12. So they already had some changes made. They basically had a brokerage compensation written into the body of the contract. The language that the listing brokerage and selling brokers and third-party beneficiaries and outline the amount of compensation the seller agreed to pay the selling brokerage as part of that. So they had already changed theirs. in February. There are 2 forms that are needed with the listing agreements: the standard agent exclusive right to sell brokerage agreement to standard listing agreement. Good Lord. Outlines the agreed upon brokerage commission. There's a lot of words in these agreements.
Go to the bottom. There's legal updates. They're going to have a
legal
town hall.
updates. Town hall
Legal
effective
updates will go effective July 1st. Form changes August 1st. And then they're going to update
regs.
CVR MLS after that, including to the MLS update. So
Yes.
there's some more changes to come there.
Woo! That's a lot of words.
Tyler and Laura, specifically our Richmond brokers, will be on top of that for the rain.
So make
because all of our
sure-
agents that are using rain are tied
And
to our
guys,
Richmond.
just remember, when you come from Northern Virginia, one of the reasons why I wanted to say the first part is because when you come from Northern Virginia, you expect to do it like Northern Virginia does. They have different rules down there. They have different forms down there. Make sure you're using the correct forms. Talk with Tyler and Laura to those to make sure that you're doing the right things. Maryland is anticipating new forms. A listing broker's offer of cooperative compensation. That's the word they've put on here. But again, there is no cooperative compensation, so that'll be interesting to see what happens to that. They're not uploading necessarily everything to Bright, but it's used as an addendum to the contract.
Well,
so
there is cooperative compensation.
yes, but I mean not in the
NVR
in,
change.
yeah, in the NVR charge change. You're right.
It's still a thing in the
it's
country.
It's still a thing in the Maryland.
NVR decided that they think it's going to go away eventually, so they took the verbiage
it
out
out,
now
yeah.
and changed the way they're doing things.
So flip it again. So then with the exclusive right to sell brokerage agreement, changes past legislation. The changes are consistent with the Bright terms: the removal of the 21-day limit, the change in compensation language, and then new Bright form with listing dates. So Maryland is working on their own as well. Changes past legislation.
So Maryland G-Card will be a little bit different from NVR in the way they handle these things moving forward. But as all these forms continue to be finalized, we'll make sure you get all the updates. Make sure you lock in on the associations and the forms that you're doing, and we'll stay updated. And we'll have classes for all of those. NVR contracts Friday. Mike and Steve here. We're gonna live stream that as well. But it's always great to be here in person. 11 o'clock on Friday. And then
West Virginia forms are going to be done with Nancy.
We've got Nancy next Wednesday and Thursday. We'll be in Charlestown on Wednesday and Martinsburg on Thursday. So we'll continue to keep you posted on all these things. We'll have a lot more webinars and more classes. Check the Cardinal Nest, like Sarah said earlier.
And just for those of you that are watching from Maryland, there is a Maryland Realtors webinar that Kara is wanting everybody to sit in on. It's on July 27th. And she's going to do a Maryland webinar for the contract changes for Maryland on July 12th. So there's not a slide, it looks like, but it will be on the Cardinal Nest. So make sure you mark those dates. If you're Maryland, again, each jurisdiction's changing. So if you have multiple licensed jurisdictions, don't brush up on one jurisdiction and think it's going to cover all of them. You've got a lot of learning to do if you're licensed in all the different jurisdictions. All right,
sounds
next.
so fun.
Check
all right.
the Cardinal Nest.
So
buyer scripts.
Buyer scripts. So we're working together now. Some of us, here in leadership, we're going over some good buyer scripts, seller scripts. Look for a class coming out on this. All right. So Richard's collaborating with Sarah and I, and probably with some help with Lynn, try to come up with some good buyer scripts, seller scripts class that we're going to roll out here. I think I even volunteered to teach it. So
you did.
Wow. I must have been feeling crazy.
He volunteered.
He
volunteered, and then he got voluntold.
Yes.
So, yes.
So we're working on finalizing this now.
And it's
what that looks
super
like.
great from the perspective of how do you handle when you're having the conversation with buyers about how the compensation works? How do you have the conversation with your listings and your sellers on how the compensation works? How do you have the conversation when you go back and say, they didn't agree to pay because we're in a competitive situation, so now you owe me 3%? So what are these scripts that you're using to be able to talk about your value and how this is rolling out moving forward?
So we're going to have some great scripts, some great how-tos, some top 10s. We don't have that scheduled yet.
It's
Look
coming.
for that to come out.
It'll come out. We'll send a message.
And when we do, we'll send that out, and we'll also put it on video as well so that we can schedule that out for everybody. Miss Lynn.
Real quick, I'm going to be hitting the road for the next couple of months, making sure that
Lynn, nobody at home can hear you.
Nobody can hear you.
No, but
Okay, just so everybody knows, I'll be hitting the road the next couple of months, making sure I hit all the office footprints to do the full class on buyer consultations. Eventually, there'll be the seller one, but we've got that coming your way, so just take a breath. We're going to get to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
So look for that coming, because people are like, well, I understand, but like, what do I say? So we're going to work on some things to say, some key things
scripts.
to say.
And then, guys, it's all about practice. Right? You've got to practice your scripts. You've got to practice getting comfortable.
Practice?
Don't sit there and go, okay, I got this, and then walk into $1 million property consultation or work with a buyer on $1 million property and haven't practiced before. You don't want to practice on $30,000. You want to practice in front of a mirror or in front of colleagues that can help you get comfortable, right? So make sure you practice.
There you go. Practice, practice, practice.
Practice.
All right. Just a reminder.
Your man crush.
Yeah, a little bit. Jared James is great. Follow him on all the socials. But
did you wear the green shirt to match the Jared James
I did
colors?
not realize that was a thing. But he's rolling out a new class every week, guys. And his classes are fantastic. And I would encourage you to jump in there. For those that don't remember, we're paying for this for everybody to be virtual members and watch all of his classes.
HQ2U, we are all over the footprint coming in the next couple of weeks. We're in Richmond Thursday,
next
the 27th.
Thursday, Richmond downtown, the old 1 South office. July, Martinsburg. We'll be out in West Virginia. We've got Waldorf July 24th and Tyson's July 31st. So we've got a Richmond, we got a West Virginia, we got a Maryland, and a Northern Virginia in there. So we're all over the place in the next 30 days. So HQDUs have been great. You just need to be able to drive there, guys. Everybody can drive to one of those within 30 minutes or an hour. So get to one of these HQDUs. We're going to continue all the great training like we talked about with Lynn being on the road, these scripts classes, how to use our tools. They're invaluable. We do a Q&A every time with Sarah and I. And a lot of those, we open up, we answer the questions, we ask the questions, we talk about how to adapt because every week and is a little bit different with the knowledge out there. So get to these HQDUs if you can and when you can.
Absolutely.
The other thing we've done is lunch. So we do the Y Samson opportunities now. So for those that don't know, we have unleashed the hounds. We are now doing 12 lunch and learn or breakfast and learns a month. Richard Bridges, Bethany Durham, and Bobby Sampson are all trained up. So it's me and all three of them now out there. So you can see it adds a lot more firepower. We've got Reston, Gaithersburg, Richmond, Bowie, Alexander, Tyson's. We're going to have 11 or 12 on the schedule for July. We had 11 for June, so we are out there all over. We're doing about 3 a week. So go to constantly look at joinsamson.com because we wanted to get to these areas more. We've got the demand for it out there. We just need to be able to get out there. So if you've got people that are interested, check the calendar on joinsamson.com. We've always got opportunities out there.
And we're hoping this better supports your efforts as well because a lot of times we get the call from somebody that they have a friend, but we're not going to be back in that area because Donnie was one person and can only get to an area every 4 to 6 months. And this helps us get to the areas more to help.
Now we're going to be in Richmond every month, in Baltimore area every month, in West Virginia every month.
So
we're going to be everywhere every month somewhere.
So when you see those Join Samsons, don't hesitate to share them because you never know where your footprint might be, where people are looking, and you've helped somebody make a great decision to come work with us.
And I have some people that actually, they don't want to go to the lunch and learn that's in their hood because they'll be seen. They'd rather drive 30 minutes or 45 minutes because then they can, I had one the other day that was like, I didn't want to be seen in Frederick, so I drove to D.C. It wasn't that bad. It was 30, 40 minutes, but I knew nobody would see me there that I knew, so I felt comfortable.
Yeah.
Michelle.
Exactly on that point, and every time I have a successful transaction right after closing, I invite the agent if they were good.
Good.
Thank you for that codicil if they were good.
If they were good.
If they were good, I invite
Don't
them
invite the
to
bad
come
agents.
join.
We don't want them.
I always say, are you happy where you are? Would you like to come join Samson? I know you were great to work with.
Well, that is a great segue, Michelle, into our referral program where you could earn big rewards.
If you invite them, we will give you the rewards. Make sure they tell you they're there or come with them. It's great. We'd love to have you. I want to make sure I circle on this.
Save the date.
Because our next sales meeting is July 17th, which is the week of this. You can go on the Cardinal Nest right now. And we're gonna put this, and I'll remind Heather, I want this on the cover of the Cardinal Nest so that people can see it for the next couple weeks. But you can go on the right, Samson Cares button right now, and RSVP. We need help Friday night setting up. You heard me, Heather? Good. It's out Chantilly Bible Church right down the street from here. Set up Friday night. Saturday, 10 to 12. Come out. We need 200 people. We're gonna pack 50,000 meals, guys. But it is fun. We play music. We have a good time. You get to serve with each other. Bring your family. It's a great day. You can see from the picture last year at Chantilly Bobby, you can see me and a bunch of my daughters and Sarah in the front there in the picture. And
when we pack 50,000 meals together, we are making a huge impact to our food insecure population. And guys, this is only because of you that we've been able to do this, not just with the manpower, but many of you contribute part of your commission to Samson Cares, whether it be $5 or $500. You are contributing, and this is the money that we are adding up to do these packing events. So this is directly because you agreed to give Samson Cares part of your commission out of your paycheck to be able to help us do these events. So thank you for really helping us attack our food insecurity population.
So if you have questions, you can reach out to Chris M. at samsonproperties.net there. But go onto the Samson Cares page. We want to see people volunteer. Start RSVPing now. Circle that Sunday morning or Saturday morning, 10 to 12. Get there, have some donuts, have some coffee, and then serve with each other. Or if you can't do Saturday, they need about 25 people Friday night to come and set up the night before. Not too big of a lift, setting up boxes, setting up tapes, setting up tables, that kind of stuff. So hopefully we can see you all that weekend.
If you can put a box together, you too can come help us.
If you can scoop macaroni and cheese into a bag, then you can help us. If you can do a scoop. My kids have been volunteering helping this since they were 4 years old. Like, you can do it. And your
Riley
kids can.
came the year after she had major back surgery. I put her on the sealer. So all she had to do was this. It was great.
The ceiling's like kind of a hard.
She's fine.
That's all.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
There you go. So, all right. Trivia. We're going to give away some stuff.
All right.
Who's,
bring out some prizes.
Who's been locked in? All right. First question.
All right.
This is only for the online in-house audience here.
No online people.
First hands up. First hands up.
All right. I'm going to read. You wash hands. Ready? What is an upcoming HQ2U location? Sam Hardman.
Richmond. Yes. Next Thursday, Richmond.
All right. So, Mr. Hardman, you get $50 Print Center swag and a Samson book.
Nope.
Yes, and. It's not or today, it's and.
Look at you.
We may have that and. All right, next.
One more trivia in this section.
All right.
Ready?
When is the Samson Cares meal packing event?
KDV.
July 19th.
Oh, no.
No.
I saw a black dress. Black dress I saw next, right there.
July 20th. You are getting a Samson hat, and you are getting a Samson shirt.
KDV, you can get the next one.
KDV, you get the next one.
KDV, I know you'll hand to be up first on the next section. We'll do one more trivia section later.
Yeah.
Is it? I thought it.
The packing event is on the 20th.
All right, KDV can win too. Heather, we got another prize back there? Yeah. Katie gets a prize too. She wants a big shirt. All right. I'm gonna talk about capture rate here as they get that. So,
all right, KDV
can get one too.
You two are going to get a
Technically, we're setting up on the 19th.
You can use it for a big shirt if you want.
We've taken a long time here, so we're going to focus and get locked in here.
Yeah, we're going to lock in here.
We've got to get through our guests here and finish up.
All right, May
capture rate. So this is our buy sides only. Maryland, West Virginia, 53% in that section. Great job. Maryland, D.C., 36%.
Now
bring that up a little bit.
What this is how many of our deals that we got for Cardinal Title.
Out of the buy sides.
Out of the buy side deals, this is how many of our buy side deals use Cardinal Title. So thank you to that 53%.
107% year over year from last year.
So we're growing year over year. We're adding more Cardinal deals, which is fantastic. Maryland, D.C. averaged 36% in May for a total average capture rate of 48%. Now, guys, I know we can't always use Cardinal Title, but that tells me that there is 52% more room.
There you go. So
let's try.
This is broken out by section for those that want to see their individual area and what grouping we put you in. Northern Virginia's got the most there, 54. Then Central VA, 51. Maryland, West Virginia, Panhandle, 47. And then D.C. Metro and Baltimore. Some room for improvement,
Absolutely,
I would say.
Absolutely. We'll put more resources there.
So we are working at getting that up and hopefully taking great care of you on all of those transactions.
But
so
definitely,
please.
thank you guys one more time. Thank you for just making every attempt to get a Cardinal Title because, again, it pays for FirstUp. It pays for our trainers. It pays for all these wonderful things that we're rolling out. And we've got more stuff we want to do. We just need to pay for it.
There you go.
And you'll be invited to happy hour
if you use Cardinal.
KDV said she
KDV only invites you to happy hour if you use Cardinal.
If you use Cardinal.
That's the KDV rule.
Speaking of Cardinal.
Carrie Lindsay, come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right.
Good morning.
You are the next contestant on The Price is Right.
Thank you. Wow.
All right.
I love The Price is Right.
There you go. You didn't win anything though.
Oh,
you get to tell everybody who won last month.
I do. We have some great winners at Cardinal Title. We actually had a tie for Processor of the Month for the first time.
It's like kissing your sister. No, I'm just kidding. Tie's good.
Christine Richard and Rachel Neville were our winners.
There
so they are
you go.
co-winners for May. We have a post-closer of the month every month. For May, it is Sarah Alexander, who's located in our Fredericksburg office.
Okay, excellent, Sarah. What's the above and beyond
winner?
winner?
The above and beyond winner, Sarah did win both.
Oh,
and
wow.
We have nominations through Cardinal, and then we vote for the above and beyond winner. And I'm proud to say Sarah won for above and beyond and for post closer of the month.
That's
so she's
awesome.
a double winner.
Go on, Sarah.
We also have a winner for settlement agent and attorney, Michael Palermo, in our Alexandria office.
There you go.
And our pre-processor of the month for May is Efren Rodriguez. Congratulations, Efren.
That's
in our
where I
Bowie
saw
office.
Efron's name. So Efron just got his real estate license too.
Nice.
We announced him
Excellent.
as a new agent for us
Well,
earlier.
it's like he's a double winner too.
There you go. All right, so congratulations to our winners for May.
Awesome job, everybody. I just wanted to touch on out-of-town clients with the summer travel and vacation season. We are encountering lots of people who are out of town. If you've got somebody out of town, for a buyer, if it's cash, they can sign by Ron, and many sellers can sign by Ron as well. So remote
What's
online,
Ron?
remote online notarization.
I know. I'm asking.
Yeah,
seriously.
I know you know. Yeah. And so a lot of times we have sellers who can sign by Ron. They can sign from their, at their beach. They can sign
They
from
do need
Paris.
it's like a Zoom access. They still need a computer with
Yeah, they need
video
a tablet.
access.
They need to have a camera. They need to have a social security number and a credit history in the U.S. in order to do that.
Zach, can you get Michelle real quick? We're just gonna give Michelle a mic next
Hi, Michelle.
time.
I just did one this morning. You guys rock.
Excellent. Oh,
We
great.
did the buyer
Yeah.
and the seller remote on your system, and no glitches. And Stephanie Page is awesome, and
Thank
Cardinal is
you.
awesome, and Ron is awesome. Saved the buyer 2 trips from Dubai.
Excellent. Love
There you
hearing
go.
that. Thank
There
you.
go.
Thank you.
Michelle. Love that.
Great
so
to hear.
buyers that are all cash.
Buyers that are all cash and
And
sellers.
any seller can
any
do Ron.
seller. But
Okay.
we just need to make sure they have a social security number and a credit history in the U.S. And the credit history is important because they have to pass a kind of a background check and answer some questions. And generally, those questions are pulled from the credit
I'm
report.
going to also throw this in. You cannot ask for Ron the day before closing.
Yes.
You need to give them a notice
That's
of
exactly
a week,
right.
10 days or more, because they need to set it up. They need to pass that test ahead of time to make sure they're eligible to take that closing through Zoom.
Because believe it or not everybody passes. Even though it's based on our credit history, you probably don't remember every single place you've lived, every single loan you've had. So we do have people fail. So we want to build in some extra time in case somebody does fail so closing is not delayed.
If they fail, they could retake it the next day.
Yeah, they can retake it. It's a 24-hour lockout. So the next day they can do it
It's
again.
like your real estate exam. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell
Nobody
you.
here
I'm
failed.
not going to tell you how many days in a row my dad used to take. Actually, the story, I'll tell this story. My dad will get so mad at me. So back in the day, like we used to, when we came through, you could actually take it every day. It just cost you $75. You had to go take it every day, right? Well, my dad used to take it. Hey, Sarah, can you keep it to a dull roar back there? When my dad used to take the real estate exam, you could only take it once a month. So if you miss, so my dad was working for Billy Thompson, an All-Star Movers truck at the time. So he's like, this is my last day moving. I'm going to take my real estate license test. He was all fired up. The next day he comes in, and Billy's like, he had that look on his face like, one more month on the truck. So he was really motivated to pass, because if not, he was going to spend one more month on the moving truck. So I totally got sidetracked there, but that's how it was in
That's a
1986.
great story. Yeah.
You know?
Great story.
Sidetracked. Story of our lives.
Hey,
Oh,
Sarah
from
talking.
behind the scenes.
Sarah talking, the story of our lives. Keep going. All right, so out-of-town clients. Good.
Out-of-town clients. And also, if you have a seller who's going to be out of town, a power of attorney is probably an option for that seller. Before they leave, they can come into one of our offices, prepare the POA, and sign it before they go. Just another reminder about avoiding the rush at the end of the month. For June and August, the last business day of the month is a Friday, which generally is our busiest day of the week. It's a Wednesday in July. You just want to avoid that last day of the month whenever possible. I would recommend closing maybe the Tuesday before and trying to avoid that end of the month rush. Everybody's busier, lenders are busier, we're busier. So if you can pick a less busy day, it's always the best way to go.
Guys, it is a nightmare. And it's not because Cardinals not going to do everything in their power to accommodate you, but picture there's 15 or 9 closings that day in Gainesville, for argument's sake, and your closing's at 3 o'clock. Well, look, we're going to do what we can to accommodate you, but if you've got a 9, a 10, 11, a 12, a 1, and a 2, and all of a sudden, like, 3 deals are having lender delays, or they're arguing about this, or they're arguing about that, it just becomes an uneasy experience for everybody. It's not that Cardinals are going to break their neck to do whatever they can to help you close, and they're going to stay there until the last one closes, but it's a matter of it just becomes a mess. You know, you got these, Jerry's about to come on in a second. If they've got, 20% of loans closing on Thursday and 80% closing on Friday, the last day of the month, wouldn't you rather be on Thursday? You get in the middle of all that mess of the last minute details on Friday. It could not even be that your loan is the big problem or your closing is the big problem, but they're in line with all the others that are closing that day. So get it to that, even Carrie saying Tuesday or Wednesday, get it early in the week. You're going to have a lot less headaches and a lot less stress that day. You want closing day to be the celebration day, the day of no stress and just smooth sailing for everybody. And for the lender and for title, you're going to be much better off if you get off. If you're already at June 28th, there's not a lot you can do probably at this point unless you try to push up that day or two to the 26th, 27th. Even a day or two will help you, I think. For July, try to stay off the 31st on that busy day, but August 30th, you've got enough notice now. Don't sign contracts August 30th. Put them 26, 27, 28. You're going to be a lot happier.
Yeah, August 27th looks like a great day.
Follow us on social.
Yeah,
right?
follow us on
there
social.
You go.
You can see everything on the screen.
Carrie's posting content constantly. We can never get her to stop.
I'm exhausted from it. Yes. Thank you, everybody, for keeping us so busy. Thanks to our Cardinal winners for working so hard, and everybody at Cardinal who's really putting in extra hours throughout the summer.
Yes, no, our Cardinal staff's working super hard. One more thing. These contract trends, you see these graphs here. We've been working hard. We're actually pulling out a lot of stuff from it. We're going to send out emails from Cardinal Title Group with all these contract trends on them so you can use them broken down by state. And what it's going to be is like what percentage of properties are having a home inspection, what percentage are having an appraisal, what are over asking price, less real life data as it's closing. I know we can all feel the market, but what about taking the couple hundred Cardinal deals that are coming in? If we're getting 100, 150 Cardinal deals in a week, we can evaluate all that data and tell you all how many of them are having contingencies, how many of them are going underpriced, overpriced, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to email out with all that data. We have a question here.
Actually, it's not a question, but kudos to Stephanie Montero. I had a very difficult transaction this month. We closed it, and we were challenged by language access. We had a deaf person, a Farsi speaker, a Spanish speaker, and an English speaker. So she worked so diligently to make sure that everybody could understand everything and was on the same page, and we were able to close on time. We were looking at
KDV, why did you just skip into a different language?
So it's, it was very interesting, the whole thing. So I wanted to mention that and thank you to Stephanie.
Thank you so much. Thanks for sharing that.
Awesome.
She does a great job.
Well, thank you for all
Thanks,
support at
everybody.
Cardinal Title Group. Thank you. Keep bringing those files there. Carrie and her team will keep taking a great job.
We appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Absolutely. Thanks, Carrie.
We're going to welcome to the stage Mr. Jerry Berry, First Heritage Mortgage. Update us on those 4% interest rates.
Haven't seen you in a while.
How you doing, buddy? Good. You're getting more handsome. Everybody thought I was serious about 4%. They're like, what's going on?
I wish it was 4%. We have seen it. We have seen a good improvement. But talking about language, on the FHMTG website, that's a shameless plug, there's a list of all the loan officers.
FHMTG. You got to say it slower. That's First Heritage Mortgage.
FHMTG.
There you go.
There's a list of all the loan officers, but there's also a list by language.
Ooh.
So that'll help you. That'll help
Do you
you
have
going
people
forward.
that speak sign language?
We have no one that speaks sign language.
Wow,
we
well,
get
we have
some
that here.
We get some sign language on occasion.
There you go. All right.
I just want to point out the tomfoolery was Jerry, not me.
Okay. There was a lot going on back there.
Oh.
I thought you were able to tune it all out.
All right. So how's the mortgage
How's
world?
the mortgage world?
Mortgage World, you guys been doing a great job, by the way. Our capture rate continues to improve with Samson Properties, and we thank you so much for that. All your support. I know it's been a little bit challenging with interest rates and the client that you guys are having, or the climate you guys are having to deal with, but we do appreciate all your support. Interest rates are improving. Finally, we've seen negative information as far as the economy is concerned. Seeing unemployment starting to tick up a little bit. Seeing inflation continue to go down. So there is still hope that we'll see the Fed make.
It feels bad to cheer for a higher unemployment rate.
Isn't that bad? Yeah.
But
let's let the economy tank. Yes.
Well, that's about all the Fed's looking forward. I mean, they pretty well decided that once unemployment gets to 4.2, they'll probably start cutting rates a little bit. But you know what? The economy's still.
A lot of us realtors feel unemployed sometimes. Does that count?
We are unemployed every day. Why don't they talk to us? Right. We are unemployed every day.
It's tough. But rates have dropped down. We're starting to see the home possible, home ready. That's at 6.25, 6 3/8 today for the first time home buyer. The repeat buyer with great credit, they're just over 6.5, 6 3/4.
That's not too bad.
VA, I could give you 6% with a little bit of money out of your pocket today. So those are great numbers. We're back to that. Getting close to that peak that we saw in February. I think we'll get back to it real quick. The year, as you guys know, has been just like this. It's extremely volatile, which there are a lot of reasons for that. A lot of it has to do with computers. But I think rates are going to continue to soften up. Are we going to see the 5s this year? Not
Probably
sure
not.
we're going to get there, but but we'll get there. But we'll get there before too long, right?
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Jerry
a great
said
time
it.
to buy.
Jerry said it. We will be in the 5s at some point.
You promised me you weren't recording this.
Right. Wink, wink, wink. Yes, yes.
You know, VA finally announced, as you guys
Yes,
probably
they
seen
did.
all the all the notices out there that paying the borrower's agent doesn't affect the seller contribution toward closing costs.
That's fantastic.
USDA followed suit basically the same day. So we did finally get that. So
and they can now pay their broker fees or their whatever.
So that is another thing, guys, because now that is not affected. So on those, make sure that you, for those of you that do a lot of VA, that you're not necessarily just ignoring the $345 admin fee, because now that can be paid by the buyer. So make sure you're not forgetting to put that in your buyer brokers. Thank you.
There you go.
You just triggered us to.
I did it myself. I called them. I said, "Hey, VA, come on."
Come on, VA. Thanks.
Nice job, Jerry.
Nice
job. Any other big updates you can think of, or things going on out there?
Yeah, nothing really major. Just got back from the secondary market in New York City, and not a whole lot of new stuff on the market up there. Everybody's starting to push second trust because they're not getting enough first trust. So you'll probably see loan officers in the near future handling second trust, where usually they have to go to the banks.
They should do my whole idea. But
yeah,
but they're not
they
very
should.
smart.
I agree.
But whatever.
But as far as we're concerned, rolling out a new construction to perm loan product to 95% down construction to perm. That's kind of a neat product. It won't help us a lot here in Northern Virginia, but in the outlying areas, it'll help quite a bit, because it only goes to your conforming loan limit, which is 766. But it will help a lot of the first-time home buyers in that market if they're going to try to build a home versus buy or resale.
There you go. Awesome. I like it. Well, remember, First Heritage is our great partner. Jerry Berry, you can always reach out to, but go to fhmtg.com. There's tons of great loan officers. Get to know the one that's in your local office. They're all available and there for you, so reach out.
I mean, I'm not going to get copying you with the beard. That's not going to be an issue for me.
No, it's okay.
Going forward.
It's okay. No, we're good.
We're good.
You know, you make it look better than me, so we got that going for us. At least none of us got Sam's beard yet. You know, yeah, this is like a baby beard compared to Sam over there.
I'm just trying to hide the double chin. But,
you know,
I don't know what you guys are doing.
That's what I do as well. But thank you for Jerry. Thank you for First Heritage and all the great support.
Thank you guys. We appreciate it.
All right, so going to quickly do market reports and a couple updates, and then we'll dive into our Cardinal closers. But want to let you know some of the great stuff coming up here at Samson. So these are our DC metro markets. Now I do weekly stuff, and that's the Bright reports. But we download all these snapshots. If you go to Cardinal Nest, top resources, we do about 25 different markets on this for the monthly. So you can see that there's new listings. There was 5,970 in May. That's up 7% from last May, which is good news. That means we are having more new listings than last May at this time, which is good stuff. Our pendings are down a little bit from this time last year. Our closed sales were actually down 2% from last year, but it's a fairly flat market compared to how many sales we had this May compared to May 2023. And we were actually up 13% April over May, but that's pretty normal. May is normally a more robust month for our sales than April, and we saw some of the numbers in that in our top producers and the numbers they had. So this last one, I like to focus on a couple numbers here. The active listings in the bottom left. You know, a lot of times we talk about inventory, right? Well, there's 7,353 listings right now on the market, or at the end of May when they did this. If you look below that, on May 2023, there were 5,500 listings. So 5,500 at this point last year, 7,300 this year. That's about a third more. It's about 33% more, if my math's correct there. So that's a good bit. And actually 6,500 in April. So there's 800 more active listings now than just a month ago, you know, which is another 12% more. So we do have a lot more inventory out than we had at this point last year, about 30% more. So I know times it feels like, oh, there's nothing to buy. I think we're starting to feel that every week, that there's a little bit more to buy, a little bit less competition. You know, still not competitive. So it does feel a little bit more balanced. You see that days on market average is 17. It's actually higher than it's been for a little while. So it's pretty good there. We are still have the average sold to list price ratio on the bottom right. There's 101%, and that's pretty normal across the board, because we still do have the ones that are priced well, getting really good competitive. And like Sarah's the other day, she was talking about 60 grand over asking price. We are still seeing some of that, but just to show you overall, it's not totally like the tightest market in the world. You know, 2 or 3 months ago, it really was. We were at that minimum number on the left there, which is 5,500. So the minimum of the last 5 years was last year. We're actually more at the average right now for the last 5 years as far as active inventory. So it's not terrible, but I wanted to kind of give that overall market report. The bright reports that we talk about every week, though, those are almost a little bit more relevant because they're when I report them on Friday, it's the previous week's information. So it's very up to date as far as showings, contracts, active listings. Whereas this, we're coming out on June 18th or whatever today is, 19th, 20th, but it's all May's data. So it's a little bit later when you do the monthly reports. Oh my gosh. It took me that long to see that she was wearing the USA glasses. Miss Sarah, why are you wearing the USA glasses?
I am wearing the USA glasses to plug the great and wonderful Deb Gorham.
Deb's in the house. Hi,
Deb's
Deb.
in the house. So Deb is in the house, and she is teaching tomorrow, right, Deb? Tomorrow, look on the Cardinal Nest, get all the
6
information.
p.m., 7 p.m.
6 p.m. She
tomorrow
is
night.
teaching how to do pop buys. Guys, she is the pop buy queen. If you have never heard a class with Deb or seen one of her classes, she's wonderful. She will give you all of her ideas, just genuinely and unselfishly. She will give you all the things. So she popped me by this morning and gave me some glasses.
And the Popeyes is especially relevant now because you got 2 weeks
Yes.
till July 4th. And maybe a great opportunity to
USA.
do patriotic Popeyes like Deb did to us this morning.
Yes.
So tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, go to the Cardinal Nest for the link. The great and wonderful Deb Gorham talking about how to do some patriotic Popeyes during these.
Absolutely.
And every time we say Popeyes, I think of spicy chicken sandwiches from
He
Popeyes.
does. So that'll be, if he disappears later, he's gone for about 15 minutes.
That's where I went for lunch.
He hit the drive-through for the spicy chicken sandwich.
I want to get a couple other classes coming up
Yes.
next week.
Guys, I'm super excited about this. We have had some great feedback on Will Kilker teaching KV Core, just in person, bring your laptop, workshop, hands-on. So he's going to be here in the studio on the 24th from 1 to 2, teaching you how to do KV Core just start to finish. So you guys come in, bring your laptop, learn a few things. Absolutely.
Next Monday, 11 to 12 o'clock. We've talked a little bit about this resource, but Zillow Showcase. Look, we're not salespeople for Zillow, but Zillow Showcase lets you advertise your Zillow listing with a showcase tag with really sweet pictures. It lets you put your information on the listing, which we normally don't get with Zillow. Your name, your cell phone number, your bio helps you to get that more recognition for your listing, helps your listing to get more traffic, helps you to get possibly some leads off of that. So typically this costs you need to pay a subscription fee of $5.50 a month plus $7.50 or $12.50 for every listing after that first one. For us, you can do a one-time purchase whenever you want, $500 per listing.
No subscription fee monthly.
No subscription, just if you have that nice listing or you want to close a nice listing appointment you're at, say you're going to showcase them on Zillow, $500, you can reach out to us. There's information on the Nest on that, but Mary Alice collects all those orders. She can set you up with it for $500. We charge you. You get the Zillow Showcase. It's a really good deal. They're doing a class on that Monday, 11 to 12 o'clock.
And the thing I like about that is, look, you are going to, we all know buyers are on Zillow. They're just there. We're stupid if we think they're not, right? They're looking on there, they're screenshotting, they're sending it to us. We love the fact that with this product, you can put your contact information as the listing agent, you put your interest, you put your information, and that is a big placard that's on there for the buyers to see. So you're getting that recognition, and it's got these tags, because I can tell you, I've had sellers call me and go, well, why don't mine have funny tags on? Why doesn't my listing have tags on Zillow? Well, because I didn't buy any of their products. Right? This gives you one of those flashy tags that buyers go see what they are. There's super cool things there to drive buyer eyeballs.
Well, here's the other thing that I would do, and I talked to Casey the other day about this, but, say you showcase a listing and you go to the map right now on Zillow and there's 25 listings on the map, but only one of them's a showcase. You screenshot that bad boy and then you show it in your listing and presentation the next time. You're like, do you want to be the one that showcase? Like, that's powerful, right? And every seller, before they go to interview listing agents,
they've looked around.
They're looking around. If they're going to Zillow to see what the market looks like and they're like, oh, this guy showcases their listings, that can be powerful. It might get you the listing appointment that otherwise you're just another face in the crowd, but you might be showcasing that listing. So again, we're not Zillow Showcase salespeople.
It's another tool.
But it's another tool that I do think can help you land listings and get your listing a little bit more traffic. How to create the newsletter. There is nothing I'm more passionate about than this. I've said in Lunch and Learns, if any of you guys have been there, that I really and sincerely wish I could require every single realtor at Samson to do a 200-piece newsletter to their sphere of influence. Like, there is no smarter way to spend your money, in my opinion, than customizing a newsletter, 3 pages professional, what's going on in the market, the 4th page personal, something about you, your family, your life, whatever's going on with you. You connect to your database, show them you're a pro, show them you're a person. You will get so many more referrals. Because we have this templated newsletter, Heather's going to teach you how to customize it to yourself. But you can email that to everybody, but I think every single one of you should be using the Print Center. It's 4 pages, in the mail, beautiful, $1.50 each. 200 pieces, it's $300 a month, $3,600 a year. You need 1 new sale every 3 years to justify that newsletter cost. Guys, you're going to get 15 or 20 more calls from your database if you continue to stay in front of them. So there's nothing I'm more passionate about, so I'm happy Heather's teaching this class. It will be recorded if you can't make it, but how to create that newsletter, how to modify the template that we send out. If you could pick up one thing to market to your database, to me, this is the one thing. Can set this up consistently. And I'm going to give you one example. I know we're over time, but you have a townhouse that you sell, today. And 7 years from now, they go to sell that townhouse, right? They're going to list with somebody, and it's going to be a $700,000 townhouse, and they're going to buy a $900,000 house or whatever it is, right? Do you want to be the person they call? Now, yeah, of course, right? But 91% of people, if you told them at a house today, the survey says, or studies say that they like you, they will use you again, is what they'll tell you today. 13% of people call the same realtor next time.
Why,
13%.
Donnie? Why?
Why? Because they don't remember who you are.
Because you haven't stayed in touch with them.
Because you haven't stayed in touch with them. If at a minimum, you sent them 84 newsletters between now and 7 years ago, if they don't call you then, they just didn't like you that much to begin with, right? But if you send them 84 newsletters showing you're a pro and you're a likable person out there,
your name and your phone number.
They will call you. And all you need is one person to call you every 3 years that wouldn't have called you. That math is way out of kilter. It's because we make it $1.50 each. So I'm a big proponent
I love
of
me
the
a good
newsletter.
newsletter, but do make it about yourself.
Yes, don't just take my template and send it. You've got to customize it a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, Coffee with Casey.
Yes, Coffee with Casey here in the studio on Thursday of next week from 10 to 11:30. Guys, if you have not watched or attended in person one of Casey's Coffee with Casey, they are wonderful. He pulls back the covers. He shows you what he's doing. He talks about what's going on in the market. He's there to educate you and his consumers, right, his customers, on what's happening. You can learn a lot about how to treat your clients based on what Casey is educating his clients on. And if you have not watched previous ones, we do have those on Samson University, and they're fantastic.
So I'd encourage you to come in person next Thursday, 27th.
He is a smart cookie.
Coffee with Casey. He's smart, and he's very interesting to listen and talk to. You never know what he's going to say next. So that's the fun stuff, right?
That is.
I'm not sure he knows half the time, so it's good.
That's all right.
And there are going to be a Bright class July 8th. This is on the calendar, but talking about some of these Bright changes. I know we've hit on them here, but in case you want some more info from Ken Stone, from the Bright trainers, that's available to you as well. Reminder, everything on Samson University.
Yep, everything we're filming, all the updates, all the things, everything's going on.
Justin and Zach do a great job packaging it up, making it look beautiful. Samson University is fantastic. Encourage you to go there for any resources you might miss in the Cardinal Nest calendar for your full reviews. We're going to do some trivia, then we're going to finish with some Cardinal closings. What do you think?
I think that sounds great. So,
all right,
trivia. Heather, you ready? All right, so when is the next Coffee with Casey?
Oh, no, Michelle, no. Right, drop your hand. There you go. Maggie.
Did you say
I couldn't
top
see you
of
through
your
the arm,
hand?
Maggie. I know you're Maggie. Next Thursday, the 27th.
Yes, you are getting Print Center and a book.
There you go. Oh,
Yes.
and there you go.
Yes, Print Center and a
Good
book.
job, Maggie.
There you go.
All right, we got one more.
All right, here's
Glimpse.
the last one.
Oh.
Where do you go to learn the new contract updates?
Michelle was first in the back. Michelle said Mike and Steve Friday.
Mike and Steve. Well, yes.
That counts?
Yes, that does count. But Cardinal Nest would be a great place, or Samson University.
I'm going to be honest. I read this question before. I didn't know what the answer was. I thought there was I thought we were going to accept a lot of different answers here.
Yeah, so that
There you
is
go.
Cardinal Nest and Samson University will have all of the dates and have all of the classes for you to learn. All right, we have 770. Rock on, you guys, closings.
It's a lot of closings.
A lot of closings.
A lot of the closings.
But
So,
guys, each
warm up those vocal cords.
Right, each one is so important to us and so meaningful, and we appreciate you.
We can't do all the things that we're doing. We can't provide all the services we can without this support. So thank you so much.
I'm bringing my water to the table.
For each and every one of these closings. Shh. I understand there's a lot of names. look, if you've got to go, whatever, that's great. But
I
please,
want there to be a lot of names.
But please keep the volume down unless you're cheering, because these are important, and Sarah and I want to value each name that goes through. So if you got to go, you got to go. But keep that volume down unless you're cheering. If you're in the room, please.
I need a loud woot woot.
Please let us know so we can cheer for you.
Absolutely.
Adam Henderson, Adam Shively 3 times.
Nice job.
Adebolo, Awayemi, Adrian Slate, Aguila Sundaram, Ahmad Malikzai, Ahmed Safar, Ahmed Goma 2 times, Aiden Berry, Akeem Aludin, Akram Abu Qadir, and Alex Echampong 3 times.
Alexandria Iamandi 4 times.
4 times. Alexander's in the house.
Nice job in the house. Alexandria Tulasenu, Ali Ahmed 2 times, Ali Danza Shanazda 3 times, Elisa Valdez, Allison Pages, Amal Hall.
Amal's here.
Amal,
there you go. I saw you. Yeah, Amal.
Yeah, Amal, you got a woot woot loud, girlfriend. There you go. Monica Jane, Amy Beam, Amy Minningberg 2 times, Anna Melanges, and Andrea Hayes 2 times. Thanks, guys.
Andrea Perez del Castillo, Andrea Saunders, Andrew Lax, Andrew Samaras, Andy Hensley, Angie Combs, Anise Khan 3 times, Anna Zeck, Anna Mark. There you go.
There we go. Woo, woo.
Woo. There you go.
I think they just scared the crap out of her.
I think they embarrassed her and scared the crap out of her. Ann Marsh, Ann Thomas 3 times, Annette Greco 2 times, Tony Falco.
Antoinette Khatib, Amy Pikachu, Arelis Perez.
Pikachu.
Arslan Jamil 5 times.
Hey, Arslan.
Nice job. Arturo Ruiz, Arturo Salemi 2 times, Ashley Mejia, Ashley Kopecki 2 times, Asim Shazad, Asma Shah, Audrey Hitchcock, and Ayundi Barnett Andi Barnett 2 times.
Bahar Dalla Chahi 4 times. Great job, Bahar. Bassam Hamandi 3 times. Beatrice Velez 2 times. Becca Larson 2 times. Becky Tennant. Ben and Dana Ashlock. Beth Grant. Bola Samir. Boyd Tay.
Brad Maletti.
Brad Maletti 3 times. Way to go, Brad. Brad St. Roars. Brandon Darr.
We have Brenda Tony, Brian Sanks, Brittany Latuke, Bruce Borko, Brian Nelson, Bryson Leffman, Cece Webster in the house. Caitlin and Steve Ellis 2 times. Camilla Tierney. Candace Astroth 7 times. Nice job, Candace. Karen O'Brien and Carla Moore 2 times.
Carlos Fuentes 7 times.
Nice job.
Carol McCarthy. Carolyn
Holy
Young
moly.
20 times. Carolyn Young.
Nice job.
Woo! That team is bringing it. Carrie Cranford, Casey Quicken, Uncle Casey Sampson 12 times. Way to go, Casey.
Nice job.
Catherine Techie Mensa, Celso Padilla Lara, Chanel Harper, Charles Hayward, Charles
Gianelli,
Charles Kim.
Charles Oduchayu, Cheryl Youngbar, Shintan Shaw 3 times.
Way to go, Shintan.
We have Jivy Lamonchain 2 times, Chris Lee 2 times, Chris Chambers, Christelle Miller, Christina Coate, Christina Pearson 4 times, Christine Motley 3 times, Christine Song 3 times, and Christopher Ramo.
Christopher Urich 4 times. Way to go.
Nice job.
Clarence Kyle, Claudette Davis, Claudia Cornejo, Cody McCready.
Was that your
Yes,
attempt at a...
it was. It was fantastic, too. Colette LaForest, Cortland Emo Kapari, Paria, Cynthia Chen 2 times, Dale Brandon, Dana Campbell, Dana Jackins 5 times.
Nice
Way to
job.
go, Dana. Danica who?
Daniel Lee 3 times.
Danica you.
Darren Robertson 2 times. David Flack. David Pastor 2 times. David Pearson. David Skiffington. David Werfel. Deanna Wassmer. Deepak Humangan. Deepak Verma. Denise Giacoba. And Denise Mason. Congratulations. Thanks, guys.
Denise Rodriguez 4 times. Denise Sheeran. Denise Watkins 2 times. Dennis Norwood. Dennis Polson. Derek Hammond. Diana Douglas. Diana Tamingo 2 times. Diane Harley 2 times. Dilyara Dominova 10 times.
Nice job.
Great job, Dilyara. Scott Koval. Donnie Anderson. Dorota. Oh, go ahead.
Dorota, you just get on a roll. Dorota Diamond. Dhruva Tharmalingam.
No.
Dhruva Tharmalingam. I'm going to say it with confidence. Dhruva Tharmalingam.
There you go.
There we go. Ernest Gorham, Eduardo Echampong, Edward Nolasco, Elaine Molina, Elizabeth Klein 5 times, Ellen Mills, Manny Nieves, Emily Blakely 3 times, Ingalls De Leon, and Erica Liao. Congratulations, you guys. Thanks.
Ernie Dill, Evan Fuentes, Evegina. Andriva 2 times. Yaiso Semret, Farhoud Saleh, Faye Nawab, Fernando Mejia 2 times. Ferris Eways, Flourish Adatoyo, Francis Bissett, Frank Ayala. There you go, Francis. Frank Ayala 3 times. Fred Moseni 2 times.
Del Grimes, Garnett Howell 2 times.
Garrett.
What did I say?
Garnett.
I don't have my glasses on. Garrett Howe 2 times. Gary Floyd, Gayatri Gunapathy 2 times. Geetha De Yala, Jeannie Wynn, Godfrey Shikwa, Gregory Johnson, Gregory Nazaire, Guillermo Barbosa 7 times.
Guillermo.
Nice. Guillermo Salmon and Haley Perez. Thanks, guys.
Hanwei Liu 3 times. Great job. Harmon Singh, Heather Raff, Heather Heath, Helen Arguata, Henry Rodriguez, Hong Fuang, Juan Vo, Hulanam, Walter Gabriel, Hung Tuong, Ian McVeigh, Eliama Contreras Funes.
We have Aisha Leverett 2 times, Ayman Raymond, Ishmael Jabi, Dane Work. We have Jack Goodwin 2 times, Jay Yoon 2 times, Jajit Dillon, Jaime Magni. We have James Karai, James Wilkins II, Jan Allen, and Janet Orellana.
Janice Carnes, Janice Caballero, Jasmine Wise, Jason Cheperdeck, Jason Holt 2 times, Jason Sanders 3 times, Javier Mana 2 times, Javier Moreno, Jay No, Jay Rousey, Jeanette Habashi, and Jennifer Barner.
Jennifer Dorn 2 times, Jennifer Egan, Jennifer Fang 2 times, Jennifer Gessner, Jennifer Sample, Jess Miller, Jessica Swisher 3 times, Joan Stansfield, Joanne Smith, Joe Azer, John Crow, and John Ginty. Thanks, guys.
John Horton, John McCambridge 2 times, John Palat 3 times. That's Diliara's son.
Oh, yeah.
3 times. John Sod, John Vandersdale, John Carello 2 times, Jonathan Hurley, Jose Rivera, Joseph Abid, 2 times for Joseph Abid,
yeah.
Josh Jenkins, Jose Ruiz 2 times, Juan Estrada.
Judy Finucci. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, Judy.
June Park 2 times, Justin Collins 2 times, Kamal Park 4 times, Kamala Emerson 2 times, Kara Burnett 5 times,
Woo-hoo.
Karen Jones, Karen Shiro, Karen Wine, Karen Owens, Kate Snyder, and Katie Mudd.
Catherine Navarro Guillen, Kathleen Pester, Kathy O'Donnell, Kathy Pippin, Kathy Thompson, Katie Jordan. I think
there's
Katie
another
Mudd,
Katie Mudd 2 times.
Might probably 2 there. Katrina Curtin Sherrod, Kia Evans 4 times.
Nice job.
Keisha Gray, go on, girl. Keisha Gray Robinson, Kia Welsh, and Kelly Daniel.
Kelly Snell, Kellyanne Alou, Kelvin Lloyd, Kendall Simpson 2 times, Kenny Zion, Karen Cow, Carrie Ralston 2 times,
Go on, girl.
Keisha Washington, Khalid Syed, Kim Tucker, Kimberly Jordan, and Kieran Kumar. Congratulations, Karen.
Yeah.
Kieran's here. Congratulations. Whoop, whoop.
Kristen Crosby, Christine Jones, Kristen Kozlowski, Krunal Mehta 2 times, Kyle Grauman 2 times, Lalila Barty, Lana Schinnerer, Laura Sweet, Larry and Laura Bean 5 times. Woo! Lauren Bruzonik, Lauren Corby 2 times, Lori Roberts.
Oh, that's me. Leanne Fisher, Leslie Barber, Lester Witherspoon, Lil Venable,
Lil Wayne,
Leslie Jones, Lindsay Croft, Lisa Barber 2 times, Lois Jones, Lourdes Rubio.
Okay, Lourdes.
Luigi Marte, Luis Poblet, and Lydia Georgie. Thanks, guys.
And Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Linda Stewart, Lindsay Meyer, Madhu KC 5 times.
Nice
Way to
job.
go. Mackenzie Tessier, Manisha Hushin, Haushin, Manisa Hayat, Marcelo Aquino III, Marcia Payne, Maria Lightly, Maria Manderson, Maritza Munoz, and Mark Morris in the house.
Whoop, whoop.
Lot of people in the house today.
That was a very appropriate woot, Mark. Very appropriate.
Mark nailed the woo.
Yeah, he did. Mark Thompson's, Marshall Wick.
Tompkins.
What did I say?
Thompson.
I don't think you were listening
Not
correctly.
Tompkins.
I said Mark Tompkins.
All right.
Marshall Wick, Marvette Cofield. We have Mary Crow. We have Miriam Rasmussen 2 times. Mary Beth Lewandowski. We have Masha Kruxel. We have Roya Masula 3 times. Masood Hassan 2 times. Matthew Caudell, Matthew Dubina, and Matthew Fields. Thanks, guys.
Mauricio Lujan, Myra Pineda, Mazar Mangal, Megan Boisfort 3 times.
Nice job.
Mekanan Abibi, Mel Tulu, Melinda Bell, Melissa Case, Melissa Westerland, Malad Dowdzai, Meredith Smith 2 times.
Nice job.
And Michael DeAngelis.
We have Michael Fagan, Michael Howard, Michael McKindy, Michael Stevens Jr., Michelle Gibson in the house 2 times.
Woo-hoo! There you go, Michelle.
Michelle.
No, she's not here. It's Michelle Godia. 2 times the next one.
Oh, yeah, I'm up on one. I did say that. I looked at her and said that one.
She looked at her, Michelle Godia.
I did, because I went right down to Michelle Godet. I said in the house. But I missed Michelina Curie. So let's go.
Michelle Godia 2 times in the house.
Michelle Godia 2 times in the house. Mijad Mujic. We have Milagros Severich, Milkuzak Paletti. We have Miriam Furtag and Misty Weaver.
Mo Mohammed 2 times. Mohammed Ahmadinejad. Mohammed Bhatti. Mohammed Peyrovi. Molly Jarvis 2 times. Monica Kokinos. Mohammed Bashir. Munir Delawar 2 times. Maya Grossman. Nadia Delawar. Nadia Rasuli. And Nancy Femrey.
Nanette Shraga. Oh, there
yeah,
you go,
Nanette. Get up there.
We have Natalie Householder.
She nailed it. She went standing and everything.
She got the jump up woot woot. Mark, you've been replaced as the office woot woot. All right, we've got Natalie Householder. We've got Natalie and Kurt McArthur, Naveed Magsudi, Nick Vo 3 times, Nick Welch, Nicole Lee, Nima Majorian, Noble Davis, Noemi Coslow, Nora Lopez Del Pino 2 times, and Nora Yelland.
Nora Brent 2 times. Omer Jane. Orlando Golson. Osita Aniji. Nicole Caldwell. Paulion Kipken. Pat Dinkins.
Pat Dinkins in the house.
Patricia Ruiz. Patrick Cohen. Patrick Loftus. Patrick Sowers 2 times. And Patty Blackwelder 3 times.
Nice job. We have Paul Lewin. We have 2 times. Paula Ferreira. Peyton Polychronis 3 times, Peggy Arimland, Peter Saman 2 times, Pilar Goachea, Pink Doan 3 times, Pino Bully-Pongsanen, Priya Sastry, Prudence Wafo, Raidu Bujareno 2 times, and Rashawn Edwards. Congratulations, guys. Thanks.
Rajan Lawani, Rajeev Kapoor, Rajiv Sharma 2 times, Rakesh Kumar, Raman
Happiest man you'll ever meet.
Happiest man in the world. Randy Jones, Rashid Walford, Rebecca Carrera, Rex Thomas 2 times. Our own Richard Bridges, Richard Horvitz, and Rick Rupert.
Rigberto Ramirez.
I was waiting for
2
that
times. Rima Kumar,
Dos
Ritu
times.
Desai. Yeah, dos tamos. What's times? Oh, yeah, that's right. We have Rima Kumar, Ritu Desai, Bob Burr 3 times, Robert Heather, Rocio Kosic. We have Rocky Roach, Rodrigo Laura, Roxanne Fala 3 times, Rolf Kratz 5 times, Romy Singh 2 times, and Ronnie Gilmer. Thanks, guys.
Rosa Lavaglio, Rosanna Rojas Summerall, Rotanak Oy, Roxanne Southern 4 times.
Nice
Roxanne
job.
and Allison, good job. Saad Jamil, Saim Kim, Sam Baluki, Sam Hardman,
In the house.
Samira Mirze, Samira Manette, Samira Rantizi, and Sandra Gale.
Sandy Watson, Sarah McGovern, Sarah Jarvis. Oh, me, 2
Sarah
times.
Mormon 2 times.
All right. Sasha Shana, Sarab Prakesh. We have Scott Key, Scott Koval 2 times, Sean Jones, Sean Rothbert 3 times, Sean Kang, and Sadrach Jean.
Shadia Mufare, Sharon Ambrose, Shayna Goldstein, Sherry Covert Brown 2 times, Sherry Sparrow, Shervine Garangic, Shervine Garangic. And we went over this, Shervine, and I
We have
messed it up
tried
again.
so many times. Yes.
Shirley Harris, C. Jean Amy, Shiznane Conway, Sophia Pellegrino, Sonia Braddock, Sude Absari.
We have Stephanie Pierce, Steve LaFave, Steve Tangua, Stephen Lee, Stephen Winans, Sabu Kemasetti 2 times, Sunmi Kim, Sulape Inslee. We have Surya Reddy 4 times, Susan Tullington, Susanna Pop, and we have Sybil Buckwalter.
Sylvia Simmons, Tamar Myers-Moffitt, Tammy Irby, Tanvir Safar, Tanya Nelson, Tanya Tyberski, Tara Lowe 2 times, Ted Spinato, Terry Westerland, Tessa Harnish, Thaddeus Underwood, Thangarasu
Palasami
2 times.
Palasami. David Luckenball, Teresa Wynn 2 times, Thomas Bennett.
TJ.
Oh, that's right, that is TJ. Tia King, Tina Roach, Tina Rogers, Tidelope Elbolu, Todd Kolash 2 times, Tom Griffith 2 times, Tonga Turner 8 times.
Way to go,
Thank
Tonga.
you, Tonga.
Woo!
That was 8 out of 10. Rock on. We have Tracy Palmer 2 times, Tracy Romero, and Troy Spinagle.
Tyler Simmons 4
Nice
times.
job.
Way to go, Tyler. Ugo Akeke, Vita Howard 2 times, Venkat Guram 3 times, Vicky Thompson, Vicky Jewick, Victor Abdel Noor, Victoria Zhao 2 times, Vikas Chaudhry, Viktor Kutsevich 5
Nice
times,
job.
Vincent Leal, Vitaly Betnov, and Walid Mufti 3 times. Walid.
Wakar Hamad 2 times, Wayne Chin, Wayne Mann, Wendy Dean 2 times, Will Kilker, William Restrepo 3 times, William Wu, Yan Shin, Linda Nee, Yaron Kaminsky, Yuri Para, Zach Greger 3 times, and Zudi Tulu.
That's it.
That's it.
Congratulations.
Rock on, you guys. Rock on. Thank you so much.
770 names, and I hope, look, I know you guys got to wait longer, but I hope there's even more next month. So that's
Yes,
fantastic
absolutely.
work. Guys, we can't do all the things we do without that support of Cardinal Title Group, so thank you so much.
And we would love to slaughter your name too.
Yes. Hey.
You are that important to us. We would love to slaughter your name too.
In all seriousness, I know it's a tough time in the market with all these changes with contracts and jurisdictions. Stay locked in. We will be as locked in as possible. We're going to provide classes, education, reach out to each other, reach out to us. We're going to make sure we're on this smooth path. Don't be worried. People are still going to need buyers to help them buy a home, help them sell a home.
Buyers.
They're still going to need realtors. They're still going to need great realtors to help them buy a home, help them list a home. And we're here to help teach you how to do all those things and give you the tools to get there. So thank you for all your support.
Engage, pay attention. You guys have a fantastic summer. Have a wonderful 4th of July, and we will see you next month.
Don't be a stranger. See you at HQ
See you
News.
later.
See you at classes.